Hello everyone and welcome back. We are back with some more Palworld today. Of course joined by Arya and Devil. I'm still waiting on Devil to accept the stream together invitation. Come on. But yeah, I have done a little bit of stuff off stream. As you can see, I now have a crown on. So I made myself one of these to edit appearance, and I also made every single hat cosmetic that I could. There is some others, but I've got all of them because I just wanted to have access to them all. And I thought the crown was cute, so I'm wearing that. But yeah, as you can also see, I've made some changes to my base a little bit. So instead of the big building here, we've just got like a nice open area, just so that none of the pals get stuck on anything. Also, so Arya doesn't complain about there being a ceiling over the pal box. I've also now got one of these in, which actually I need to collect this expedition. I've got this building, which I've got all of the crafting things in. There is these little rooms off to the side. Currently they've got nothing in, well, except accumulators, just so they're out of the way. And the same on the other side, and then up here is where I've got all of the pal beds. Just, you know, nice. Simple layout. Yeah, I've got the things over there, and this is the little greenhouse for all of the crops. And the cooking area. Which, yeah, I got a Crylex here keeping this cool because he's got like the best cooling that I've got. So it makes everything last a lot longer. And obviously ranch over there, and then over here is where all my eggs are. Which actually I set a bunch going, and I need to hatch them all. Yeah, so these ones are never quite cold enough, because if I make it any colder, the other ones aren't as happy. But I can't, if I make it too cold, then I'd even need heating in here. It's a bit of an issue, but it works, kind of. Yeah, these are some huge ones I put in last night that hadn't finished. But we will just set a couple others going. For each just shorter duration ones, and I'll grab a few as and when they're ready. Don't actually have any shorter duration ones here, so we will just go with these. That's a bit of a short one. That can go in here, and it makes it even shorter. And then these will be done shortly. Yeah, this little guy, he's sort of got keeping it cool, because every other single like cooling one that I put down kept losing sanity rapidly. This guy won't, because he's got Heart of the Immovable King, meaning his sanity drops way slower, so he actually is happy enough doing that. But yeah, I mean, I've also just like been leveling up a little bit, sorting out some pals. Like, let's sort everything. Because I also had some new ones that I hatched from eggs that I haven't actually gone through. Where are they? Right here. Blazimet. I bred 3 of these guys. In hopes of getting a really good one to use in my team. because they're a pretty powerful fire pal. And one of the bosses we're going to have to fight at some point is ice. So fire's really good against that, but dragon is weak against it. So with the Jormuntide Ignis that I've got, that I would otherwise use as like fire, would actually also, whilst strong against it, would also be weak to it. So don't really want to be using that one. So we've got these ones instead. That we will find one that's the best and level it up. That one is that trait. That one is also that trait. Oh, they all have it. Okay. That one also has a +20 though. One of the parents I bred did have the masochist trait. I was hoping it wouldn't pass on. That's why I bred 3 of them in the hopes that I'd get one that was good. Right, which of these is the best? Right, health-wise, this guy. And attack-wise. That's because of the bonus trait. I mean, defense-wise, he's not too much worse. So yeah, this guy's probably the best. I like having all of these guys here, but when I sort, they all have to like go to the front. Which I don't actually think I'll use all of these guys, but they are some of the best ones I've got. For the specific abilities. Let's just put you in my party for now and he'll level up rapidly. But we've got ones that need dragons first, so we'll be using these guys. Yeah, the reason I put all of those there is they all have handiwork suitability, so it's useful to have one of them in the inventory in the party for like whatever crafting stuff I need to throw them down to do. And these are all mounts that are pretty good. And currently I've got the Pyrin, just purely because it's fire and dark, so it gives good variance in attack abilities. But yeah, in terms of plans for today, I don't have anything like overall for all of us to do. We might do some more fights with the Belle Noire because that's a good idea. Or I might have a look at the next one because we've got some of the slabs for that. See how much stronger it's going to be as to whether it's worth doing. Otherwise, I want to do a little bit more exploration of the map and things. Catch some pals. Specifically, I want to go to the Sakurajima region and catch a what's it called? A Celine, because they are also a pretty good one. But those are a little bit harder to get. And then probably also do a little bit more work on the base and actually build a house, which will go here. That's why this area is currently blank, because I'm planning on putting a house here. But just not got around to actually building it. I did the useful infrastructure first. I did also rearrange all the pals in the other bases, so any of the ones that like have the favorites, I basically have one of these in like each of the 3 bases that I've got my pals in basically. So obviously this one, the main base and the mining base, they'll have like one of each of these. And then obviously the rest is like random. But yeah, that's sort of what I've done off stream and plans. Also, I realised I leveled up literally as I was like AFK at the beginning, so did we get anything new I actually want? Not really. I might get that. Otherwise I don't really care for any of it. Oh yeah, I will undeafen in Discord and say hi to Arya and Devil.
The game and just...
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright. Just explaining why I thought I wouldn't be able to be here today. I was just basically just talking to the ether until everyone else was ready to say hi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was modding a game. Game crashed. Game didn't want to crash properly, and it remained the only thing in the foreground I could tab into. Alt F4 didn't work. Task Manager didn't work. Nothing worked. I couldn't turn the game off.
Oh no.
It was one of those, like, horrible, awkward game crash moments where you couldn't shut anything down, and the only way to like exit the game was to turn your PC on and off. It was one of those sorts of game crashes. So I turned it off, and then the computer refused to come back on. and I did. No, when my dad came to fix it like a miracle, because when I sent him the message, I thought, right, he can just read that when he wakes up. Probably fix it when I'm like passed out asleep somewhere. It should be fine for when I do stream. Because I thought I'll just send it him now before I forget to send it, and in that way the message is there, he can read it whenever. Instead, like a good few minutes later, he just comes in and fixes it, and the fiddling he did in the case is the exact same fiddling I did, except for him it worked. Like literally the exact same thing, the exact same movements and everything, pressing and touching the exact same thing. But for him, the computer decided to respond and come to life, and I'm like, technology hates me. But like a miracle, at 2:30 in the morning, he got it to work when I was not expecting it to happen at that time. I just thought it could happen after when he's woken up, but no, he decided just before he went to bed he'll fix it, and I was like, oh, thank God. So yeah, I nearly thought, oh no, I can't do anything because it won't turn on. And then frankly it did turn on. And then there's just these other games I've been playing to like pass the time and whatnot that I've just been having fun with. And then I've gotten hooked playing Jurassic Park Evolution 2. I've been having fun building my own dino park. Doing like the sandboxy things and stuff. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Like using sandbox mode to help relearn the game, so then when I attempt to go back to the campaign, I don't fuck it all up because I can't remember where I left it off. So I thought sandbox mode is a safe way to figure out how everything works without going bankrupt and ending the game. Like I can just have infinite everything and just learn how each mechanic works. So I used that as my safety net of like, how does this game work again? And then started building parks. I can't remember what else I've been playing. Oh, I was playing this morning something that is new, but I'm a little bit addicted to, that I had to like make myself stop playing. It's called Mythwrecked Ambrosia Islands. Island. It is so good. You play this character called Alex. She gets shipwrecked on this island, and the people on it, they're not normal people. They're supposed to be the Greek gods, but they don't remember that they're the Greek gods. They don't remember each other. There's strange, weird stuff happening with the island, and you just gotta go around fixing things, doing tasks, trying to help them remember who they are, eventually remember each other, solve puzzles, unlock other areas, and eventually just sort of like, you know, just fix everything. And it is so
Mm-hmm.
fun. I was getting so addicted to it. I was like, I started playing it at about 6 or 7-ish in the morning. I did not stop until like 10 in the morning. Like, I didn't stop until my sister had rang me, and I ended up like stopping playing the game while she was on her way to work. I was like playing it for a good 3-4 hours. It's so fun. It is really good. It's on Game Pass, so you can just get it for free on Game Pass and give it a go. But it is
Nice.
really, really good. But yeah, it is so fun. But yeah, I'm gonna switch to game scene and then tab back into the game. And for my rambling. I was chatting that long, but the barbecue cooked the food faster than me pressing work on the barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
That's how long it took
Yeah.
me to just ramble to thin air, mostly until everyone else said hi. Oh man.
How are you both doing?
I'm tired.
Right.
Naturally, my sleep is broken, so I should have gone to bed 2 hours ago when I got tired and sleepy. Instead, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna like stay awake and do stream. And it was an excruciating 2 hours to stay awake for, so I could have
Mm-hmm.
energy. Because my brain and body were like, nope, sleep. And then, yeah, but I'm here. I've done it.
Could have taken a nap.
I tried to, in my chair.
Mm-hmm.
Switched positions a lot. And then my right arm just painfully went dead in a few places, and I couldn't massage it to feel better, so I just had to do nothing and let it rest, and now it feels better. That's the map button. I'll figure out how to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't been on it as much this week as I normally obsess over Power World, because I thought it's one of those games where I know if I don't pace myself, I'll burn out, and if I burn out, I won't enjoy Friday stream. So I to like try and ease myself off. Like, I started a single player world a little bit just to like put some of my attention on that, so I wasn't obsessively playing on the server all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having fun doing my own one, like figuring out how to do things, spending my technology points a lot smarter than I did on this server. And you know, I've got a decent starter base up and running. I'm quite proud of myself.
Nice.
I've yet to unlock the resources to make medicine, because I know how to make medicine. I just need to gather the things to make medicine, and then I can heal one of the pals, because I'm a single player world. Only one of them is depressed. I've got everything I need to make the stuff. Like, I've got the
No.
packs, everything. I've got the bench. I just don't have the horns. So I just need to eventually get some horns, and then I can, like, make medicine through.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, like, he's just... It's interesting, because he's the type of pal where normally when they get like depressed or have something not right, I expect them to like mope around on bed and just do nothing the entire time until they get better. But no, he's just constantly working, day and night, non-stop, just 24/7. He will not stop punching the tree.
Who is it?
I can't remember which one it is, but I just know that every time I go on, I'm just like, dude, you're still punching that tree. I'm just like, I just have this surprise reaction of like, he's still going. Like, I'm just, when I come on here, I'm used to like seeing our pals take a break, refuse to work, blah blah blah, when they all get depressed or weak or whatever, but not this dude. This dude is like, I'm gonna keep punching this tree. Like, this tree's going down and I'm gonna keep punching.
Are they nocturnal?
Probably, but like, I'm surprised that them being depressed hasn't stopped them from punching the tree.
Did you assign them to punch the tree?
Yeah, but even still, when I assign them to do something and they don't get well or whatever, they will walk away and stop, like rest in the hot tub, rest in the bed. They all whinge and throw a fit until I make them better again. But not this dude.
Hmm.
He keeps going,
Interesting.
and I'm just sort of like, I've got to applaud that work ethic. Like, he's just not letting anything drag him down. He's like, I love my job. I don't want a holiday. I don't want to use that hot tub you built for us to use whenever we want. I'll just keep punching this tree.
Yeah.
Like, it's an amazing work ethic 'cause it means I've not run out of wood to build anything, which is really, really great. It saved me
Mhm.
chopping down all the trees.
And whereas like we have an overabundance of wood that I just sold about 5 stacks of wood because the main
Yeah,
base is literally overflowing.
On the server, it like, I don't have those problems, it's so fine, I don't need to worry about wood and stuff, but on that single player world, it's like, this dude just does not stop going, he just keeps punching that tree, and I'm like, now that's
Yeah.
a hard worker. That's the guy that earns the promotion. But,
Hey Pookie, how you doing?
what is this magic devil is clear to? I'm surprised I am clear to hear because my voice is all weird and whatnot because I'm so tired, but I'm literally just directly talking into my microphone very quietly.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, as long as you talk into the mic,
this is just
it will be
low.
very clear.
This is very low energy, and low energy tends to be on the quiet side. And when I get on the quiet side, that's when people complain, "What, your audio is this or whatever? We can't hear you. We can't hear you." Because I'm fucking tired. It's the
Yeah.
one thing no one ever cares to think of when they tell me that I'm quiet. It's like, maybe they're really knackered and tired, and they just don't have the energy to be loud.
Mm-hmm.
But
So am I.
no one ever thinks about that whenever they go into chat. Be like, you're quiet. It's like, I wonder why I'm quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm just really, really
Then
knackered.
again, most of the time it's also because I have the audio wrong.
Mm.
I just had to lower Gina to like 60% again.
Yeah, I just lowered you down to 50% because you were a bit loud in comparison to Devil anyway.
Nice. Yeah, but Devil is on like 50 as well. Oh no.
Oh no,
Devil's on
I've got Devil on
92.
115.
Hmm.
That I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the new update of Discord that's messed with the audio a bit.
I don't know.
I'm being a
Yeah, I have
menace
no
right now.
clue.
I can see that Ari is trying to craft things, but instead I'm just
Griefing my base. Yeah.
yeah. It's what I built last time. It was so worth it to get these guns.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to show them off. The thing is, even if it's grieving, it's not permanent 'cause it fades away.
Yeah, it just fade real quick though.
It would be nice if there's like a permanent version so you can just graffiti your own place how you want, and then just like this one that you can just go to other people's places with. Like,
Yeah.
because I sprayed a bunch around mine, and I was like, oh no, they're not there anymore. And I was like, haha, but I can just chase everyone else around and just shoot them with a bunch of these.
Yeah. Hi, Mom. How are you?
Oh, I can put them on the containers.
Uh-oh. Devil's getting out of control. I really just started.
This is fun, to be honest, to be fair though, using these guns. I'm done. But I do have this thing, this big gun. I shoot spheres with it,
Mm.
so I can just like stand back and just snipe a pal without having to get too close. Just rocket launcher my balls at them.
I mean, if I'm trying to like
Oh.
catch pals, I'm usually like flying up on my beacon and then just like
That
shooting
sounds-
it until it's 1 health and then just hitting it with a sphere.
I think that sounded
Yeah.
better in my head than I did say it out loud. Mm.
How fast is this one? Mm,
It's alright, Pokey. But, like, it's just one of those
Oh
I
yeah,
don't mind
Aria.
it.
I did go into your base at one point and make a bunch of salads because your guys had run out of their like food and were just eating the components to it. So I like crafted a bunch for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah,
That's
Because
another
I have a
thing.
lot of lettuce, but no tomato.
yeah. I literally just
Yeah.
like crafted as pretty much as much as it would do. Also, Devil, I did have to go to your base and feed all of your pals because
Yeah.
they were all starving to death at one point.
One of the other reasons I weren't playing on it was for some reason yesterday, and maybe a little bit of like Wednesday night, I couldn't log on to the server. And I just was like, the first time it decided to not let me log on and work, I was just like, I'm knackered, I'm tired, I don't have the patience for this. I'm gonna play something else until it eventually lets me log on. Like, I'll try again another time. And then I just completely forgot to try again and just thought it'll work Friday. And then it did work Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But, like,
I don't know why like you were having issues with like getting onto the server and stuff because at no point have I ever had an issue with it. Like I was literally playing every single day, sometimes like multiple times a day, popping on just to sort out food and everything for all the pals and make a bunch of medicine because like literally every single one of Devil's pals was depressed and
Yeah, that happens. I mean, I just spent like millions of medicine. So
we were a bunch of yours
my
depressed
base will not have any issue with anything.
because
Let's see,
when I popped over
I
to your
had
base
2
to give them
people were
food, a bunch
depressed.
of them were depressed and I gave them medicine as well.
Yeah, don't worry. I have like 200 of each medicine now.
Okay.
I have 200 low grade, 200 medical supplies, and 150 high grade. Yeah.
I vaguely remember coming on to like check everything this morning, and that's when I noticed all the salads because I thought like I'll have a brief check. They're not starving, they're not depressed. Great, and then I logged off immediately and thought I'll wait until we stream. Because like obviously today it decided to work, but every other day it didn't for some reason yesterday, and I just didn't have the patience for things that weren't working, especially after what happened with my computer last night.
Mm-hmm.
When certain things just don't want to work, I was just like, right, I can't fix this, and I won't stress myself out over it. I'll just do something that does work. I just
Yeah.
like obsessively kept playing Jurassic Park and just building a park. Which I'm probably going to stream building a park at some point because I'm just having so much fun playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I might just pick a day and stream it so I can stream more often. Just to have something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, yeah. I remember, I think I said in. Was it your chat when you were streaming? And I said that I was enjoying the Blood Bar game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was. I remember I commented that I ate my first customer and then turned it into like a restauranty place, and I knew that typing that
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't make a lot of sense unless I could actually verbally explain it.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
So to explain what I
Normally,
meant,
you make the restaurant and then you kill people.
Yeah, but in this game though, it gave you your first customer, and as it's teaching you how to play the game and stuff, like it told me to make my minion, who's managing the place, eat the customer. And so I
Mm-hmm.
told him to do that, and then the next bit of game progression was, okay, now build another room and build this room, and then I slowly turned it into a restaurant after killing my first customer. Like quite literally in that order, it makes you do it in that order.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just slowly
Interesting.
teaching you how to do things. Um, and oh god, I've got a bot. This is why I need mods.
I already got rid of it, I
Mm.
think.
Yeah,
It's in my
I
chat,
did
I
as
can't
well.
put it in-
It should have deleted it in your chat as well,
Oh, is
Devil,
it?
because I'm a mod.
No, I still see it.
Well, is it
Is
like
it not
lined
classed as
out?
deleted?
I still see best views on streamboo.com.
Well, it does say
Bracket,
that
remove your face.
it does say that I banned them. Wait, Gina, does it say that you banned them too?
I just deleted the message because that was the first button I got to.
Ban. There you go.
Did you see that I banned them?
Yeah, I can see
Gina?
that you banned as well.
Okay.
You
Because I
did it
don't see
moments
that you
after I
hit
did.
the message.
But I could see
Yeah.
mine. There you go. I've gotten rid of it now. At least for me. It's
Yeah.
still there for me, so I just
Yeah.
bonked it.
Don't know why it didn't also get rid
You
of
know,
it in your chat,
honestly, I
because
think that's
it
the
should have
first
done.
bot I've had in this new year. I've gone almost 3 entire months without getting a bot in the brand new year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first bot I've seen in months.
Yeah, I've noticed them popping up in people's chats a lot more again recently, and they're
Yeah.
trying it again.
I just
Part of
have
me
good
feels like
filtering.
Yeah, it physically can't pop up in my chat because of
Mm.
the type of characters they're using. Literally cannot physically be posted in my chat.
Oh.
I feel like I should be mad that I got a bot, but considering the long
Yeah.
streak I've gone without seeing one, I'm more proud that I've gone that long before seeing a bot than I am at seeing a bot. Like I'm not angry about
Yeah.
it as I should be, because I'm more proud of my
I-
big streak of being bot free.
I
Like I
do
forgot.
wonder how the bot posted that message, because it should be blocked by my chat.
Mm.
Yeah,
means it
because it
should
was
be blocked
posted
in
in
your
Devil's chat, I think it still somehow managed to get around it, even though it shouldn't have been able to post in my chat either.
Oh,
But because the
wait, no,
shared chat
that's
moderation rules are
correct.
lax.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think like banned phrases don't cross. Weirdly enough, because I
Yeah.
remember watching oh, who was it? Someone streamed with Cedric,
I'm just gonna destroy
and then I
it.
realized that I could.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was streaming with Cedric, but I just remember that I typed something in their chat that shouldn't have been typed in Cedric's chat. Huh. But like, yeah, not in a weird way. Hold on. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know Cedric's got pretty strict rules, especially when
Yeah.
it comes to like swearing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I did someone told me there was a swear jar, so I was like, ooh, let me type a swear, like a very like mild swear, obviously, but it didn't get blocked or anything because it wasn't in Cedric's chat. And then I apologized, of course. Like the normal good person I am. Yeah. Anyway, what are we doing again? I
don't
kind
know.
of been out of it. I've been
Yeah,
playing
there's
too
nothing
much Terraria.
specific to do.
Oh. No, you have one? Impressive.
I should eventually rediscover the map. I just can't be bothered doing it on stream or off. Because
Let me just do.
it just feels boring to re-explore somewhere I've already been just so I can fast travel again.
Yeah, that
like
one
it-
didn't even post in my chat.
It didn't?
Oh,
No.
another one.
Like straight up, my auto mod like settings immediately timed out before it posted
I see it posted.
Oh,
because I've got stream elements timed them out
I.
because of the Zalgo
And then I
text,
banned
the
them.
special icon.
But they don't get timed out in my chat though. I don't know what it looks like for other people.
Oh, do you have
Oh,
stream
I
elements
can.
modded? Because if you don't have stream elements modded, then it won't do it in your chat, I don't think. I don't know how the shared
Oh.
chat stuff works with moderation. It's supposed to be that mods of one chat will moderate the messages for everyone's chats, but it doesn't seem to be
think it's
working
because
that
I-
way.
Don't use stream elements.
Mm.
I thought I did.
Yeah,
Wait,
because obviously I didn't even see that message pop up because the chat window that I have visible on my like monitor that I can see easily, it didn't even pop up there. But when I looked over to my other monitor, which has the more detailed mod view, I could see it in there and also could see the stream elements timed them out instantly.
do I just mod stream elements or?
Thank you, Devil.
I didn't even notice until I was nosing at the shared chat stuff to see what I could do to try and then it just popped up and I was like, I'll just cheekily press this because why not?
It only showed on mine. Right, I modded stream elements, so
Okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because
The thing is,
basically the way
will
that
not pop
mine
up in my
basically
chat
prevented
either.
those is Stream Elements has Zalgo text protection, so you know that the first letter like it had the little like icon above it, that's Zalgo text. So it physically prevents any message containing that from appearing in the chat.
I
Maybe we
see.
need to tweak the shared chat moderation settings a little bit to try and stop these bots
Do-
from appearing in all our chats.
Do you use block terms, Gina?
The Twitch block terms, yes, but not very much because most of the time they manage to get
Do you
around
have
it.
the word. Well, that word gets used all the time.
I have the phrase
Minecraft
blocked
server
in
looks today.
varying versions, like. But the
Yeah,
problem is
I
when they
just
use the
have-
Zalgo text, it completely gets around the block terms. That's why I have that blocked as well.
I mean, I just have hold on. I just have this word, and it's blocked like sound like hundreds of times. Hold on, let me check.
I think your Minecraft server's down, Aria.
I know. I'm doing two things at once now. Something failed. Nope, it was indeed down.
I stopped pressing it.
I don't know what happened, but I'm just trying to get back on. And then quickly,
I'm just having
where's
fun with my
this
stickers. I
moderation?
don't know what I want to do.
Just that term. That term worked 47 times already.
Oh my god, you can shoot the stickers on the PAL box.
Also, this one has like 400 blocks, so you know. 426 times this one worked.
I shoot them on there.
Let me check my ones. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of ones that none of them have triggered much because they use variations, and the variations I have like some have triggered a bunch of times, but not much.
So, yeah, I just you want to look for those the link names because they don't change that because it's a bit of a shit link if the link doesn't link to what they're trying to
Yeah,
get
I
you to
mean,
click on.
straight up, they cannot post the actual links in my chat because links are completely banned. No one can post them, except
Yeah.
I think VIPs and mods can, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I mean,
there are
give
going to
you
be
my
people I
list.
trust. I mean, I have
can- I
literally
can-
not had any messages appear in my chat that I didn't want there for a very long time, so I don't probably am good.
Yeah. All right then. But yeah, I've been too busy playing Terraria this week just grinding. I went from grinding this game to grinding Terraria. Yeah. But again, Terraria grind is
I forgot
obviously
what I was gonna
so
do.
much different.
Mm.
Because you could just in Terraria you could just make a like a single player world
What?
and then just farm stuff without any issues. And if you like, and I was looking for balloons, which you can only find at like sky chests on the cloud, on a chest on the clouds. So what I did is I just made a world small. I think I upped the difficulty so like there's more loot. And then I had this potion of gravity, which just turns gravity upside down. And then I just check the whole sky, every island, take all the loot, and then just delete the world. And did that over again. That's pretty much what I've been doing today. I mean, it works, but yeah. There's probably more efficient ways to do it, but... Well, actually, no, because it's really annoying. But, yeah. What were we doing? Is the question.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I don't have any like specific things that I was think we could do today. It's mostly just about like leveling up and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like working on whatever things we want to do. I'm just currently like
Yeah.
exploring and just finding finding more like fast travel points and exploring more of the map to like unlock things and stuff like that.
The main point of showing up is because it's ingrained into my brain to just show up 4 o'clock on the dot every Friday, like whether I have a plan or not. Even if I
Nice.
ended up doing nothing, it's just ingrained into my brain. I need to show up at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So at least I'm here,
Oh.
even if I can't think of anything to do.
He's
Yes.
fine.
Keep telling my pals to constantly cook French fries, I guess. There's
Yeah.
got plenty of food, but they can cook me some too.
Hold on.
I've got plenty of food too, but I just keep telling them to cook anyway.
I need circuit boards. I've been needing circuit boards for like 2 weeks, and I just never made them. I'm finally gonna just make circuit boards.
Oh, there's some in the main base if you want to go grab those. So I made a
it's because I
bunch.
keep running out of quartz. Because we need to do like I can get the quartz mine, but we need to do the genetic research unit PAL tower.
Yeah, that's the next one, level 50.
We should probably do that one.
I think we'd better wait until all of us are like level 50.
Because it's like the worst thing to grind.
Yeah.
Is
I need to catch up to
is
your
those
guys'
things?
level. I can't
Yeah,
even
Devil's a
make
little bit further
myself-
behind.
Yeah, what levels are you? Hold on, can I see what level you are?
Last I looked, Devil was 45. Are you still 45, Devil?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not too far off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm level
At least.
48. What level are you?
51.
Yeah, so you're
So
a bit
I
ahead.
can
46.
I
and
can
then
get
Fred
the
47.
I could get the pure quartz mine because that's at level 50. But yeah, we need to do the tower because it's so the pure quartz is so first of all it's out of the way, and it's heavy as well. Like even with my 950 carry weight, it was still just break my back.
I mean, you don't need like
Sadly.
a huge amount of it to make like a bunch of things. Like I made quite a few circuit boards at one point.
Like it's 10 per circuit board? Wait, hold on, no I don't remember. I just warped.
I can't even craft myself a the new tools with the PAL steel stuff. Like I can't even. So I don't have the next production line thing.
Oh, I have the production line.
Yeah, you can go craft it over at Aria's.
I mean, I'm already making plasteel or plastic, whatever it's called, because I have the crude oil farm here.
Yeah, I noticed that. I went and gave them a bunch of food because they very nearly ran out.
Yeah, it's like they ran out because most of the time I just wasn't. It was because I just wasn't here because I didn't play for like a couple days.
I just remembered a fun idea that I came up with. And I came up with it this morning when I was on the phone to my sister. I think
What is this plan?
My channel. It's an idea I came up with for my channel to make a channel point redeem. Because ages ago I bought these story cubes and I excitedly like gushed about like, oh, I got these and they're so fun and they're so great and everything. Because like I do when I buy something new, I like get excited about it. And naturally I want to tell people what I'm excited about. But then I forgot to actually play with them. Because at the time I was like, obviously gathered a call like this, the intent on doing something with other people as a group. So I didn't actually get to play with them. I just excitedly gushed about, yay, my parcel's here, this is what it is, and then I focused on, it was probably like D&D or something. So I never actually played with them until this morning. And so this morning, there's like a bunch of different pictures that you get on a cube, and there's like a sheet that tells me what all the icons mean. So you get icons that mean corridor, Sonic Screwdriver, K9, Silurian, all these different like Doctor Who themed things, and all these different cubes. And this morning I rolled all the cubes, and I got Sonic Screwdriver, Davros, Spaceship, TARDIS, Running, Guillotine, Cavern, Sword in the Stone, and Genghis Khan. And my reaction was, what the fuck in hell story am I supposed to make with that? I've got Genghis Khan and a guillotine. How do I get from Spaceship to Genghis Khan and Davros? Like, how does that fit into the story?
Good
But
question.
then I made it fit. I made it fit because this is the story I came up with to explain what I got. I'm pulling them all out of the little box so I can put them in order. So basically I was like, okay, so adventure starts off in the chasm. And that's where we find the sword and the stone. For some reason Genghis Khan's there and he's not happy we've got to the sword and the stone first. Threatens us with the guillotine. So we run away. We get to the TARDIS. Arrive on the spaceship. Davros is there. So we Sonic him and save the day. That's the story I came up with.
Yeah.
It doesn't 100% make a lot of sense, but you just got to do your best with what you roll and make a story out of it. And that's what I got this morning when I rolled them all. So I was thinking as a fun redeem, like no matter what stream I do, whether it's Friday or any other day, I could make it a redeem for someone to have me roll them and come up with a story.
Uh-oh.
I just thought it'd be a fun idea, and because I don't know how well that's going to work, I thought, why not just make it a thing and try it and see if it's a thing that's good? Just so my chat isn't so empty and full of Pokemon. I need to figure out how to get rid of that, because I don't know how. I don't know how to get rid of it. When I figure out how, I will get rid of it, because I'm kind of bored of it now, just constantly clogging up my chat. Like at the time it was fun and it was getting used and stuff, but now no one uses it, and I've stopped as well. Yeah. I need to keep this icon guide out so I can actually know what the icons are. I'll just put this somewhere. I'll stick there. Also, here's another idea I came up with, and this idea will be useful for tomorrow. This is a good idea, trust me. I got this book, all with plain empty pages. It's like leather bound and whatever. It looks all old fashioned and it's got dragons on the front of it. I had the amazing idea this morning that I could use this book during D&D to make my D&D notes.
What? Taking notes in D&D?
And putting them in a dragon-themed old-style leather-bound journal that fits the theme of D&D.
Yeah.
That's even more mind-blowing than taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it's the type of journal you'd expect to have on a D&D party member. Let me just unfasten.
Think we
the
ever
leather
wrote
strap.
anything down?
I've never written anything down, not a single
Actually,
note.
that's not true. We do have a document that I'd never read.
Apart from my wild shape stuff, I haven't written anything down because I find it really difficult to do the sort of. Yeah,
Mhm.
I know that Mum and Annie are always doing it, so I just
Yeah.
rely on their notes and just like occasionally
Same.
ask other notes. 'Cause
There's
I just-
always someone in the
everything
party that
else
takes
is-
notes, and there's always at least one or two others
Yeah.
that don't ever take notes.
Exactly.
I
I'm
do-
one of those.
I do want to. It's just with everything that goes on in that session, I know that it's my worst skill. Like note taking isn't my strong suit. I mean, I had a scribe to pass my GCSEs for Christ's sakes. I can't take notes. Like, you know, the countless learning support I had, it's like the worst skill ever for me. But I want to try, and I think important stuff, anything, like, for example, say if I roll something and it's only something I know and learn from the roll, if I choose not to share it with people, I could have it written down in my little journal and then at a random point just decide to bring it up.
Yeah.
And, like, proper role play it. Like, you know, I could, like, add my own personal set of notes that don't make any sense.
I
That
mean,
apply on a per session basis, and the further along we get, they make less sense when I look back on them.
yeah. That's 100% gonna happen.
To be fair, that's how note taking often goes anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And I, when playing D&D, usually write quite detailed notes, just because I want to be able to know what's going on. Literally, in one of the campaigns I played, I even had I used a spreadsheet, but it would have worked in just like a Word document or on a piece of paper or whatever, of like NPCs and like their affiliations, whether we like them or not, and like any extra info about them. But I wrote down everything. And then at one point I had to be like, oh, we should go and talk to this NPC because of this thing. And then I was like, wait, did the person that know that information pass that on to the rest of us? Because I just wrote it down to have the note. I'm like, did we know that? And then they said no. And I'm like, okay, I've already said that we should go and see them. We've already agreed to it. Oh, there's this other reason why we could go and see them that I would know. And it was just like, I took too many notes at one point.
I've just realised that I could take notes of like stuff that's just said generally and just like put a bubble on it, go, my character doesn't know this yet, just so I have it written down as reference to remind people this is what was spoken about ages ago, but like obviously only this character knows. Like I could do that. I could probably like make actual notes. I could D&D properly.
Yeah.
Imagine if I did that.
I mean,
Imagine if I
I
learned how
probably
to
should
do.
note down a lot more.
Yeah, things I probably would want to borrow Mum or Annie at one point, go through all the notes and just write down notes in my journal.
The
So I can
notes
read through
are
that.
in the text document somewhere.
Mm.
You can just look them up whenever, I think. I believe. I could be wrong.
I even forgot that document exists or where to find it.
Because I know we have a document for the bag of holding.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to be carrying it, and everyone else is just shoving stuff in there, even if I'm not near them. And it's like, wait, what's actually in the bag of
Oh.
holding that I'm carrying? I got no idea. I feel like that's an important thing for me to
Thing
note down
is,
myself, so I know what's in there.
You are there. You're just not like the towel
My
next to
character's
me.
there, but I'm not.
So,
Like,
like-
my brain isn't with it.
Sometimes we simply just say, let's just put it in a bag of holding because we're like out of combat and we're all together.
Okay.
There's a
Where do I
Google
find the
Doc
channel
for
for?
notes. Yeah.
Yeah, there was one campaign I played in that one of the other characters was an artificer and made a bag of holding, and like it was sort of decided that I was going to carry the bag of holding. But then, so at one point in the campaign, I attuned to an item and then later had to unattune from it. The problem is my character forgot all memories since attuning, and I'd gotten that bag of holding and put everything in it since. So I was the only one that knew what was in there, and therefore my character then did not know anything that was in there. Now, obviously, what I ended up doing was just emptying the entire bag of holding. Because I was like, that's what my character would do, would just empty it, especially as we would have literally lost every single item in there because the character who made it died. So it would have basically become just a normal bag and lost everything that was in it. So yeah, I basically just turned it inside out, tipped everything out, and was like, oh, this is what I put in here.
Yeah. That's where all the long swords are. I see. That's
I mean,
actually that right.
it was mostly just
The amount of
all of the
garbage we
stuff
just-
I'd stolen.
How much? Hold on, I really want to check it right now because I just know there is so much garbage in there.
My new channel point redeem exists, called Story Cubes. It's
Nice.
cheap. It has a 1-minute cooldown to try and reduce the spam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But,
So,
yeah.
Gina, so you know, like, every time we walk around, like, if there's a chest, I loot it. And if there's, like, oh, there's a bunch of,
Are you a rogue by
weapons
chance?
there, I just... No, I'm not even a rogue.
Too, but like Arya gets there first, so I just give up and let Arya.
So in this campaign that I was talking about, my character was a rogue and literally hid loot from the rest of the party so I could have more.
Oh, I don't
And then
hide
I
the
still
loot.
got my share.
I don't hide
It was
the loot.
right at the beginning of the campaign before all of us knew each other very well. So I found these I think it was silver bars, and I basically made a sleight of hand check to see how many I could hide in my bag and stuff before the rest of the party saw it. And then it was like, oh, this is how many we've got. I managed to steal a few, and then we split them evenly between the party, so I got extra. And to be fair,
Honestly-
later on we needed to use them for something, and I did use one of the ones I'd stolen for it, so...
Mm-hmm.
There's a Preston Comic Con? There's a Comic Con right next to. Oh my god, there's a Comic Con. Sorry. My mum sent me a message and I'm like, why am I rarely get messages off my mum, and to hear it being about something I like is just really mind blowing to me that she sent me a link about a Comic Con.
Yeah.
Just
But
hang on a minute.
what I want to say is, that the amount of times I would open a chest and it's like, oh, there's a bunch of weapons in there, and then I just look at the bag of holding and yep, just plunk it in there. We'll sell it one day. I really need to know how much just junk is in there. I think we just dumped so much junk, I found in chests in there. At least I'm the good loot goblin, where I do share. I don't just take all the loot for myself and call it a day. Mostly as well because I'm a wizard. I'm not really a thief. Not some... if it would help the party, I'd rather have it help the party than keep it for myself so I could make a profit or something, for some reason. Yeah. Anyway.
So I'm getting distracted and excited about this Comic Con. I know where I'm going in October.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to a convention.
Uh-oh.
I haven't been to a Comic Con in forever. Like I only went to 2 once as a guest because the people who wanted to go on the day just last minute decided they didn't and gave me the tickets, and then I got ditched and abandoned, and that's a whole other story. And then the second time I was at a convention, I was there as a volunteer, and when it got to a point the volunteers weren't needed as much, we were told to just enjoy it as a guest for free because we were there working the event. So like oh my god, that was so fun being there working it. Like I've probably told some of these stories before, but it was so fun. Like the person who was in charge of me and another volunteer was dressed up in cosplay, and he was dressed up as the Riddler. There was about 4 or 5 different Batmans at that place, so if I was being friendly with the Riddler and I could clock the Batman coming, I would just try and ignore Batman, and then when Riddler walks away, I'd like glance at the Batman and just be like, hi, and immediately walk in the other direction and be like, you can either do the funny bit of just chasing me or just carry on enjoying the convention. Only one of them chased me, and I was like, this is actually terrifying to be chased by Batman. It actually is more terrifying than you think it is. I enjoy watching it happen to the bad guys in the shows and the cartoons and the movies and stuff. I'm like, haha, sucker, get what you deserve. But when you're getting chased down by Batman, a Batman that's taller than you, and because of the shape of the mask, it looks like he's constantly angrily glaring at you. It's a little, like, terrifying, because you don't know if they're doing it for fun or if they're, like, in character. Like, you don't know what their reaction is because they just constantly look angry. And it was really funny, like the amount I had so many interactions. I think my favorite was when I met Colin Baker, who played the 6th Doctor, and I was like, oh my god, this is like, I was nerding out, like, oh my god, he played the Doctor, he played the Doctor. I was like nerding out. I was like, oh my god, I have to, we played the Doctor. And I was like, do I have the money for this? And my friend actually lent me an extra bit of money to like go get a photo with him. And so I got a photo with Colin Baker. And then I didn't recognize the guy next to him as one of the people who played A. Davros. But Colin Baker was like still holding my phone, hadn't passed it me back yet, because we were trying to get the photo to like work and like to get it to see us both. And then he just took it off me, turned to the guy, and just went, wait, Davros, and just gave Davros my phone, and then he took a selfie. And I just stood there and was like, what the fuck is going on right now? The Doctor just stole my phone and gave it to Davros, and Davros is taking a selfie. Like, my brain was just like, huh? I was like nerding out so much. I was like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. Like, just literally, like, internally nerding out so much just watching that happen. And I was like, best convention ever, like, best volunteering job ever. Like, I can volunteer for anything. It is not going to top the time I met Colin Baker and Davros. I don't think anything's going to top that moment. And I know I had those photos somewhere. I need to like get them again so I can like put them in my Discord. But it was literally the best moment ever. Like, there were so many people there. There was Ghost Riders, Stormtroopers, like 3 different Darth Vaders. There was a Cyberman, there was a couple of Borg. We had a couple of different Jokers. We had Spider-Man, we had Captain America, we had Superman. There were so many different people just dressed up as so many different things. It was
Yeah.
such a fun convention to be at. I absolutely loved it so much. And I loved the first one as well, because I think the one I went to with the spare ticket, I think at that one, there was a Cyberman at that one. And naturally, I just didn't want to go anywhere near it. So I just busy, like, every time I clocked the Cyberman, I just conveniently went the other direction. And some people would just, like, look at me and know that I've clocked a Cyberman. They just knew that I was, like, avoiding the Cyberman on purpose. And some would even point me out, and I'm like, do that. Like, dude, just don't do that. We all know what a Cyberman is. Point me out to a Cyberman.
Yeah.
But that was, like, funny, just, like, trying to, like, just play cat and mouse with a Cyberman, and the crowd was so busy that it walked so slowly it couldn't catch up to me regardless. So I had to come fit in. Thank God it's a busy convention center. But at that first one I went to, cause you know what? Funnily enough, I've never paid for my own Comic-Con visit apart from the Batman expedition I did. That was the first time I bought a ticket for some sort of like con thing to look around at everything, because I'd never bought one before. But the one where I was handed the tickets, I bought my first comic book at that convention.
Nice.
And it was a Star Trek comic book. I should in my desk drawer. Oh wait, no, this isn't my Batman one. I know where my Batman one. It's buried in a box. But the one
Sounds
I have in
about
my
right.
drawer is the second comic book I've ever bought, and it is a Batman Detectives comic. And it's how do I work out what issue comic this is? What is this one about? I've never
No
actually read a
clue.
comic in forever.
You never read it.
Well, I've only bought it like recently. I've never had comic books before. It's a whole new concept to me to have a comic book to read. I'm gonna read that later so I don't get distracted. Like I didn't grow up with comic books. I didn't grow up with like all the Pokemons and the little action figures and toys and things. All that stuff everyone else grew up with, I didn't. Like I knew stuff existed. I just never owned any of my own copies of these things. So there's so much like lore and stuff that I just don't know about so many things. So I just never had my own copies of stuff. Yeah, but I had so much fun at these like conventions and stuff. I really know I had a really good time. Like for the first time ever, I wasn't uncomfortable in a big crowd. I was able to cope being in a big crowd by myself. I wasn't the only person geeking out over whatever it was I was looking at. Like, a complete stranger would geek out about it next to me, and there was zero judgment. It felt fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, it felt fantastic to, like, be a nerd, and it's like, oh, I'm a nerd. It's like, oh, you're a nerd? It's like, oh, let's be a nerd. Like, you know, it's just exciting. Like, just experiencing conventions for the first time. And, you know, get to know people, speaking to them, guiding people about. It's funny because at the volunteering one, before we got there, someone needed somewhere private to change into their costume because it was one of those costumes where it would have been a nightmare for them to like put on prior to getting to the place. So I had to guide them to a room. It ended up being Darth Vader. I didn't know he was gonna waltz out the room as Darth Vader, but I was like, well, in the room. And then next minute he just waltzed out as Darth Vader. And ironically, funnily enough, he recognized me whilst he was like in character as Darth Vader because I accidentally bumped into a stormtrooper who bumped into him because I accidentally bumped into him because I was like trying to mind other people, and as I was dodging other people and I turned around, I walked straight into a stormtrooper by accident, and I couldn't even say sorry before I immediately got
Hey
hounded on by the
Matt, how are you?
stormtroopers. Like it just like gave off the usual in character spiel of like which way you're going, that sort of thing. It's like, jeez. Like, yeah, I can't even apologize just being scolded like that. I was like, I didn't like. Well, yeah, I should have watched where I was. I had no argument to like defend myself. He was like, for once, the stormtroopers were correct, and I had no argument for that. Like, I didn't know how to respond. I was like, "You're bad, but you're correct." My brain was just like, I don't know how to respond to this. Like, it was a really hard concept for me to wrap my head around because you watch all the movies and play all the games and stuff, and you just know like they're evil and that's it. You put them in that category and you don't give a damn about them. You just completely condemn them all to being evil. But when they say something that's 100% correct, all of a sudden it's like I couldn't speak. Like I had no comeback. I had no retort. Like I had no insult ready whatsoever. And I was like, this feels really awkward. But then Darth Vader just like punished his stormtroopers, and I just walked off, and I was like, thanks, mate. And I just like carried on. But man, it was so busy and crowded that day. I was constantly bumping into all sorts of people. I managed to avoid any of the shenanigans the Joker was doing, because there was someone dressed as the Joker. I don't know if you were a staff member being in character to like entertain people, or if it was just someone that rolled up and decided to entertain people. But he was doing such a good job that I just didn't want to go near him. Because I was scared of what he would do, of what he would say. And I knew I wouldn't know how to react. Like I knew just based on how I didn't want to go near him, I knew I had no response. But it was just funny to like watch how he interacted with other people and all the rest. Like he was doing a good job entertaining people. He wasn't like a bad person. So it wasn't uncomfortable like in a bad sense. It was just sort of like you know these characters from these formats, you know how they behave, and when someone is being in character, performing in character, you've got to like recognize the difference between being uncomfortable of near the character or near the person, and I had to like make the distinction in my mind. There's nothing wrong with the person, but the Joker's a psychotic nutjob and he's in character as a psychotic nutjob. So I had to make that distinction in my mind of like, I know he's not a bad person, but he's playing a psychotic murdering clown right now. So I'm just not gonna go near this probably really nice guy. And I was just like, I feel bad, but at the same time I didn't feel bad. It was a really awkward way to feel because it was a new situation for me to deal with. Because I don't find myself in those situations every day and all the time. So when I did find myself in that sort of moment, it was just interesting. But it was very fun. There were so many fun moments, like beating Spider-Man at Limbo. Like I was able to like limbo under those poles better than Spider-Man could, and that I'm proud of. like that is something to be proud of. Think about how flexible Spider-Man is, and to beat him at Limbo. I feel like for the most unflexible, unathletic, laziest person on the planet, I am proud of myself. Because I should not have been capable of getting underneath that Limbo ball. But when I made it to the last round and my opponent was like a 3-year-old, I looked at all the staff people and I was looking at the crowd. I was like, "Come on, this isn't fair. Like, the one time I'm doing good at something and you put me against a toddler. I can't beat the toddler in front of all these people."
Well, you can.
I could have, but I would have morally felt really, really wrong and bad about it, and they might have cried, and I didn't want to make a toddler cry. I didn't want to be the person that made them cry.
Have you ever lived if you haven't made a toddler cry?
I have a niece, and I still live.
Yeah.
I have a
What's
niece.
the point of life if you don't make the toddler cry? They have to learn the harsh reality of the world.
She'll just cry and I'll have no idea how to make her stop because it's just crying with no dialogue, so you can't understand what toddler needs. But yeah, I eventually I gave a couple attempts of like, okay, I'm gonna try. Like I gave a few attempts of trying, but on the final attempt of Limbo, I was like, okay, fine. This is hard. This is low. My back is killing me. It's a toddler. I'll make it look like I'm making an attempt, and then conveniently just fall on my ass by accident. And then the little kid one. But at least I beat Spider-Man.
So
I
you
did
didn't
try
slam dunk them? Ah,
I
I
didn't
would.
slam dunk the toddler, but beating Spider-Man.
If there's
the
an
Spider-Man
if there's a
crazy.
reward,
But-
the kid is dead.
Yes.
If I can win something, yeah, that kid ain't winning.
The main point of that is I should have lost before Spider-Man did.
Mm-hmm.
I should have lost
Yeah.
before Spider-Man lost.
I just remember once I played Mario Kart with my niece. I don't know how long ago it was, not that long ago. So she was like 10, I think, probably. Something like that. And I just absolutely smashed her. Just like destroyed her in Mario Kart. Yeah, I'm that person. I will give every child a reality check if I want to. I don't care. Well, sometimes I care, but yeah. I will not go out of my way. I'm not gonna throw because that's not how the world works, you know?
Hey, like, oh, this is
Imagine just throwing on purpose, and then they think that everyone will throw on purpose, and then you create the most
still gonna do D&D.
lunatic niece you've ever seen.
It's still
I made sure that didn't happen. Yeah. Oh. Oh god, I'm yawning already. That's not a very good sign.
Googling tickets for his Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we're probably still going to be doing D&D by the time this convention rolls around. But luckily enough, it should finish before D&D starts. I should be able to get the train back before D&D starts.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
I just have to wait for the tickets to be in stock.
I mean, I could literally do D&D during TwitchCon. Well, actually, no, it depends on what we're doing. If we're going out, then no. And I think we did... Every day we went somewhere, right? Or at least... I don't know
yeah,
about
pretty much
Sunday.
every day.
The other 3 days we stayed longer, so yeah.
Sunday I think we had a Gobs and Grems only one because it was
Yeah.
like at a more expensive place and we couldn't get extra
that
people
was
because
the
we'd booked for a specific
diner.
amount.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're not just like, oh, it's 5, let's leave
Yeah.
later. So yeah.
My nose is running. Jesus Christ, where's my tissue?
Oh no. Runny nose.
Yeah, I realized the reason why I spent a good week or two with migraine headache was because I must have like had a proper cold or something. One that just began with a migraine. And then eventually I got the burny throat, and then I got the like sneezing, and now I've got the runny nose.
Oh no.
So I feel like I had the worst bits first, and now I'm getting the less worst bits last. But yeah. So I'm just gonna mute real quick to deal with my runny nose.
That's fine. Yeah. I'm just moving medicine around. I feel like we haven't done anything at all.
What do you mean? I've been
For, like-
going around killing bosses.
Oh?
Just a few of the lower level
Nice.
bosses in the area that I've been
Mm-hmm.
sorting out. I think I've done everything now in the lower level areas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just,
So it's just like the desert, the snowy area, the volcano area.
mhm. Yeah. Only have a few bosses.
Oh yeah, I'm just distractedly looking.
I haven't been to the new area. Like the land south of where your base is, Gina? Like
Oh
southwest?
yeah, the Fabric area. Yeah, I haven't been there either because I think it's quite a distance over water.
Yeah, that, and I think it's high level.
Yeah,
It's, like,
it's like a
pretty
level
late
60
game
area.
stuff.
It's like once we've done
Yeah.
everywhere else, we go there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should do some bosses because wait, no, bosses give ancient tech points, right? Not tech points. Because I only have 2 tech points, so I can't make the plasteel armor. I have the helmet, but not the armor. Or I need to level up, but I still need like way too much XP. I need hold on.
I mean,
how many
yeah,
numbers is this?
just exploring the map is a good way of getting tech points because every time you unlock a fast travel, you get a tech point.
Yeah, I think I have pretty much all the fast travels though.
Yeah, I've got like
I
the
know
odd
you can
ones
get
that I
tech
need to get.
points from books. Some books give tech points that you get from doing exploring like a dungeon. But yeah, I need like I could tell it's late game for me. So it's like there's not really a good way to get the points consistently. Other than leveling up. But the
Yeah, and this is part
there's
of
a
why
lot
I
of
was saying
stuff
that we
I
should
needed
like
on this level
share
up.
out like all of the things a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we've all kind of leveled
Yeah,
up at different
because
rates.
the-
We've just unlocked our own things that we want to build and things like that.
Yeah, like I have the ultimate sphere, and if you look at level 51, there's a lot of good stuff, but like they require like so many points. And then the level after is when we get the refrigerated crusher. But that one's only 2, and then the glider is 4, and the rest is like
I mean, honestly, we probably don't even need the refrigerated crusher. The regular
do
one
to
does
level up.
fine.
the
I mean, yeah, other than like that. 'Cause
yeah.
that means like we
I
don't
think
need to
it's
all get it kind
quicker.
of thing.
I believe it's quicker.
Yeah, but with the server being
more
on, like, I
efficient.
don't think it's too bad.
Ooh, I've been crushing stone into palladium, whatever it's called, the blue stuff.
Yeah.
It takes forever. It takes
I mean,
so long.
every time I hop on, I go over to the main base, set the crusher doing that, and it's got like a few thousand, and it's always done by the time I come back on.
Yeah. I think there's just too many different things going on at my base at once.
Yeah.
So, like, they get distracted. So, yeah. I've put, like, 2 to do that job at the oil base. Because
I mean, to be
there's
fair,
literally
currently,
not
like, I've
too
got some
much to
Paldium
do
fragments
there.
in process, and they've done like, some of it, but not all of it, because they're busy doing other
Yeah.
things. But that's
And, like,
one I set going like just before the stream. So
Yeah, for example, the spheres that I unlocked, they require 20 Paldium fragments. And, like, it takes, like, a couple of minutes to get 20 Paldium fragments, so it takes forever to make, if I want to, like, mass produce those spheres.
yeah, I mean, you don't
Which
need
is
like
annoying.
too many of each, like one at a time, anyway. Especially the
Yeah.
higher level ones, you only really need them for super high level things. Like I'm still using like mostly like megaspheres and gigaspheres. The regular ones are
Yeah.
only for like super low level things, really. And then for like higher level things, I'm using a hypersphere or an ultrasphere. And then I've got like
Yeah.
a couple legendary ones, but I've not used them yet.
Thank you for that, Tree. But at one point you do need the better spheres. Like the level 60 pals, you just can't catch them with Ultra. You need the ultimate one. So that's why I got them.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, but it's fine for the lower level stuff
Because I
now,
remember
anyway.
getting one at level 60, I think, to like 1 HP, and I couldn't catch it with the Ultra Sphere. So I was like, that's too bad. Yeah. But because I'm the one that's so far ahead, I just keep taking all the good stuff and ignoring, like, I haven't taken any points into decoration, I believe. I don't have any of the furniture.
I've taken pretty much every single decoration thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I haven't, so I have, like, all the necessities
I mean, I also have
and some.
all the, like, a lot of them as well.
Yeah. But, like, you only get so many points per level up. I need so much more. Unless you would have grinded out by doing higher level dungeons constantly. Which I probably should do at this rate. Where is this dino? Probably like down here? No? Her. Maybe around this corner? I've been here. Where is that?
What one are you looking for?
The... Hold on, let me open it. The Dinosum Lux up here. I know they're in a cave. I don't know where the entrance is.
Yeah, I haven't been over there yet. I'm assuming you've gotten the ones in the caves that were, like, in the lower level area. Like the Bane Globe
Most
and
of them,
the
yeah,
Broncherry
I think.
Aqua.
Hold on. Where?
The area just north of my base.
No, that's the one I couldn't found. Remember?
So I did
I guess
find
that
where
one's
their
in a
cave entrances
cave.
are. Yeah.
Do you know where the Fanglope is to the left of there?
Yeah, I've got both of them. I also found the cave for
Are
that
they
one.
both in caves? I
Yeah.
see. Then why did they
They're
have
caves
like
that you can only access from water.
Yeah, but the weird thing is the Fanglope is like on like the marker is like on a field where it
Yeah,
could have
it does
been.
make it a little bit more
So it's really
confusing.
confusing. That's messed up. Well, now I know I can do those two at least, so...
I was in a rabbit hole and I've left my rabbit hole. I was completely zoned out into a rabbit hole looking at Comic Cons.
Remember, you're streaming, I
I
believe.
know, I eventually remembered, hang on a minute, I'm supposed to be streaming.
Yeah, I remember I also noticed how you were just in my base for forever. Just not
Yeah.
moving.
I was using your crafting thing, but I was telling my story so much that I forgot my things had crafted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even before you, like, did your story, I saw you there.
I don't have an attention span!
Clearly.
Do any of us have an attention span?
Oi, don't call me out like this. That's mean.
Then don't call me out either. We both have a terrible attention span.
Well, at least I'm playing the game.
I'm trying to. I should have gone to sleep at 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I was napping.
Yeah, you should have just taken the nap.
At that point, there was no nap. That level of tiredness was go to bed until tomorrow tired. that was
I mean,
Mr.
you could have just
Stream
said,
tired.
like, you're too tired. You could have just mentioned that.
No.
And then me and Gina would have done
See,
something
the
else.
thing is, if I mentioned it and went to bed, I would have just continued my crappy broken sleeping pattern where I don't go to bed at night.
Who
But
said you have to go to bed at night? Uh-huh.
Well, if I plan on going places, I need to fix my sleep.
Are you going somewhere?
Well, I need to fix my sleep if I want to go to TwitchCon, but by the looks of it, I
Yeah,
don't know
but
if I can afford
TwitchCon is
TwitchCon 'cause I
still...
still haven't done the passport. I can't afford to do it this month.
Although... TwitchCon's still like 3 months away?
Bought my ticket yet either.
I think it's 3,
It's
like
2
a little bit
months.
more than 3.
It's
Is it
2
2?
months, almost exactly.
God.
Next month, I'm probably just gonna have to do nearly all of it in one go. Pay for it all on the same day.
Found the entrance.
Maybe I can, like, I'd have to look at travel and accommodation first. Like, pay for the passport, look at travel and accommodation, figure out if I can afford to travel and stay there, and if I can, then I'll buy the TwitchCon ticket.
Well, for travel and accommodation, the approximate cost, at least for mine anyway, was about 1,000.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to afford to spend $1,000 traveling and staying.
The flights alone will be about 200. And obviously you can probably get a cheaper place to stay, but it's also in probably in the city, and it's going to be whilst the convention's going on, so they're going to up prices, and it's over a weekend, so it's even more expensive. So, and depending on how many days you plan on travel, like being there for is going to be more.
I'm probably just not going to afford to go, to be honest.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I mean, I kept thinking of it, and I kept telling myself, right, I need to do this and do that, and if I budget right, then maybe I can go, and it's starting to look to the point of maybe not. especially because the cost of living here went up, so rent has gone up, and that means food prices in shops have gone up. Everything's just gone up.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah.
makes it harder to afford things when all the prices go up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. If it's a struggle, then don't push yourself to do something you can't
Yeah.
afford.
like
Yeah.
before I was convinced I could, so that's why I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be going, and now it's like, and hindsight, the closer we get to it being a thing, money's getting tied to them, probably not gonna be able to go.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
There's other things I can go and do.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Exactly.
because I've just discovered that in May, in a place that's near me, there is another convention, and a guest that said convention is John Barrowman and Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. All well known for certain roles.
Mm.
So it seems like a much more appealing convention to go to. And then there's
Yeah.
another convention that has the people from The Flash in it. So I'm probably excited to go to that one too, because I could meet The Flash. And Anakin's there too. They've got Hayden Christensen at that one. But he's expensive to get anything from him. Looking at the button cost for like an autograph or a photo, I was like, ooh, that's expensive.
But you have to pay for an autograph?
Then you have to book them in advance, and then you just queue up, and then you get to the table, and then you just sign your stuff, don't they? And then you just waltz off.
Oh.
Yeah, for like
They
celebrities and
send them
stuff, you
out for
generally
free.
have
You
to.
have to pay for these things.
I didn't know this.
It'll depend. Like some of them are willing to do it for like free and stuff. It's walking around conventions and things, but for the majority of them, if they've got
Ooh.
like dedicated signings, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's so weird.
If I can
Personally.
afford the one with Grant, if I could afford to go to the convention with Grant Gustin, hopefully I can afford an autograph, and then I can like meet the Flash and be like, yeah, I got an autograph. And try not to nerd out too much. So I can actually speak. But then it's like, oh god. The more I think about going to those conventions and then possibly meeting those people, I'm getting anxious. I haven't even paid for anything and I'm getting anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm that big of a geeky, nerdy fan that I just get anxious thinking about it when I haven't even paid for anything yet. But yeah. But no. I don't know what else to talk about, really. I can't think of anything to do in the game, so I'm just trying to think about things to talk about to just fill and give content.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do like what I'm doing and just go and kill some of the like the power bosses and things like that. Go like get XP and stuff.
I'm not burnt out with the game. It's just one of those days where I can't look for something to do like on the server. Like I can't think of something to do.
I have that too, don't worry.
Like, it was, like I love
But
the
for
game.
me, it's just tired.
Yeah, I mean that's why I like wrote down a little list of things I wanted to work on today. That was just like, okay, I'm gonna go do these things, and it was basically just go kill various bosses so I can get the XP and stuff.
Yeah.
It's past my bedtime as well, so I mean, it feels weird saying that at like 20 to 6 in the evening, but with my broken sleep pattern, this is past my bedtime.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But I need to, whatever it takes to get me to go to sleep at night so I can wake up in the morning is good, because my current sleep pattern, if I don't try and fix it tonight, I'm not going to be awake for D&D. I might miss it by accident. So I'm trying to fix it for tomorrow at the least. If I can't fix it permanently, as long as I can fix it to attend the D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's better than nothing. Being able to D&D is better than not D&D.
For you.
And then I can use my little journal book thing, the genius idea I came up with this morning. I say this morning, it was more... It felt like the afternoon for me, but it was like 8 in the morning. You can understand why it's confusing and I need to fix my sleep pattern because I can't understand my own time zone. My mornings are afternoons, my evenings are past bedtime. My
Yeah.
afternoons are bedtime. I don't know when morning is anymore. Oh,
The morning is when you wake up. That's how I say it.
and I don't know when that is.
Well, when do you open your eye after sleeping?
I can't remember. Like I didn't go to bed yet, so I
When,
don't know
when
when I
you
woke
sleep
up. I can't
and you
remember.
wake up, that's morning. That's how I do it.
None of my transporty people are transporting all this stuff fast enough, so I'm just gonna pick up this massive mountain of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, something I should do at some point is eventually put my Mozzarina in the PAL box and then put them in the global box and then put them back in the ranch because I don't have a way of getting milk on my single player world. But then I keep remembering, but on the server I have Mozzarina.
They're not that far from well, you can find them. It's not. They're not too bad to find.
I know I could like get off my ass and go find them in my single player world, but like at the same time, if I already have the PAL, I can just like global box them into my single player world.
Yeah.
And just cheese progression and just level up so much without leaving my wooden base in my nice little wooden fortress. Camping next to a boss tower until I'm geared up enough to go complete it.
Mm-hmm. The first one?
Yeah. That's what I've done in the single player world. It's like, I'm gonna camp next to it, make my little base
Yeah,
here.
the bosses are a lot harder to do single player.
Really?
Yeah, because obviously we had 3 people all attacking it at once, whereas that's only within one
Yeah.
person, so it's harder to like
Yeah.
deal with the aggro and
But
stuff
again,
like
there's
that.
no lag.
One hit,
There's
it's
no
3
like
people
desync,
and 3
etc.
pals. On a single play, it's just you and your pal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
it's way more about how you utilize your PAL in single player, probably.
yeah, so I'm gonna have to like unlock the resources, get decent armor and weapons, better than the starter crap. Get my highest level pals in my party, level myself up so I can use their max level abilities, and then go into the easy level boss tower and kick its ass.
Mm-hmm.
Make it from hard level to easy level. Because nothing says I can't level up before I go do the boss. Nothing says I
Okay.
can't level up to the point I get like a machine gun and just shoot the damn thing to pieces. Nothing says I can't do that. I can level up until I have that ability, and then I'll go take down the boss tower. And then I can finally use my expedition thing to get all the Civ parts I need. Because that's holding me back a little bit too. I need the Civ. I built the expedition machine thingy, but I can't send any until I do that first tower.
Yeah, I learned just now, don't attack something that's level 60. It doesn't take damage.
Yeah.
I'm just going to disappear for a minute. I'll be back in a
Especially
minute.
when I took the worst level 60 as well, because this one is 2 pals.
I didn't go near the jet dragon. I was like skirting away and around it. Like
Apparently, you can totally chase that one.
I wasn't going in range of it because I didn't want it to aggro and attack me. I was trying to keep out of its range, but I was trying to sort of like get past it so I can get to a different area with the map. And then just out of nowhere, it just like appears and just tosses me around and kicks my ass.
Yeah.
And killed me. And I was like,
think I might give that one a shot though. Because apparently pals, I don't know if it's still true, but in the past at least, pals took fall damage. And because there's so many ledges there, you can just jump off a ledge, it will drop off the ledge and lose like 80% of its health. I don't know if it's still the case though. But that did seem funny. So I kind of want to try it. Nice. This boss music is still playing. I'm just gonna flee. I hope it stops soon, because I don't know if I'm being chased or if it's just stuck on playing boss music. Hmm. Oh. That way. Go. Save. The music is still playing. um. um, Well, guess it could be worse. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Right.
I think I loaded up the breeding calculator to mix tiles together, and I haven't even done anything with them. Ugh.
How do I get there? Probably from here. Like the opposite side of where I had that fight just now, and the music is still playing. Help! Trying to find out whether I'm making a mistake or not. I have a feeling I am.
Christ. I'm not used to feeling hungry at this time of night or day. I'm usually asleep. And Easter. My vocabulary is so great. I don't type a full question, I just put 2 words, when Easter, and Google immediately understands what I'm asking. It knows my language. 20th of April. Okay, so it's fine. I've got an Easter egg. I don't have to worry about going out of stock before I'm broke. I'm good. I can have Easter. I can have a holiday.
There we go.
That looks my microphone a little bit by accident now. I'm going to do a BRB to boil the kettle for a pot noodle, and then I'll
Oh,
be
that's a
back.
mood.
I'm hungry.
But I made dinner already. But I'm still hungry because actually I only ate dinner today. I didn't eat it.
All I had was a couple of Pringles and a crepe. Like, I had breakfast and a snack. Like, I haven't had anything proper at all.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm about to have isn't proper, but it's the next best thing to keep me going. Like, I'm hungry. It's the quickest thing I can make to eat whilst streaming, because other food will just take too long to cook. So I'm just gonna BRB skimming to put myself in the right scene.
Nice, Mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I need to pop back on your server. There's so many Minecraft servers and game servers and so many things I'm like doing. I keep forgetting about the other servers. My brother's server.
I haven't been on it in ages as well.
So many things.
I need to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. I've got like a mini underground base situation sorted out to protect me from monsters. I haven't yet built the above ground bit. That's my next project. Getting the resources for the above ground house. And once I've got that, I can make a safe above ground house. But yeah. Because I need to build a home on your server, build a home on this icon. There's so many Minecraft servers where I haven't built a house yet, and I need to build a house. It's like my sister's, my brother's, yours, and Psycon's. I haven't got a house on any of them. I need to start building my houses.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I have a house on my sister's world. It's my start house. I just need to build my second house, my next project. My log cabin with a campground. of tents. That's my second house project. I was like on her world with her recently because the update for the Fireflies had came out, so she was like sibling and calling me and whatnot. So we ended up going on it and collecting firefly bushes, and it was like I think it's the same day or the day after I'd lost that tooth, so I wasn't speaking properly, and I kept saying firefly blushes. Because missing that, I weren't used to the gap of missing that tooth, and because I've got that gap now where that tooth used to be, my tongue doesn't press against the tooth, so now I have a lisp when I try to say words. I couldn't say firefly properly, and I couldn't say bushes properly, and I kept messing it up so much. I was butchering it. It took me a minute to think, hang on. Does losing my teeth mean I can't speak English? I just have this like worrying thought of like I have this lisp now. But then it eventually went away, and now I'm talking like normal. But like I had to put so much effort into saying the word bushes. As I get, because I couldn't say it. It shouldn't have took me that much effort. It shouldn't. But I just, oh my god, I honestly just could not get the word out properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a fun time collecting all those fireflies and putting them down and getting what we needed. But what she's most excited for is the next new update where they add shaders as a vanilla feature for Bedrock Minecraft. Because they're going to put it on Bedrock first, and then later they'll roll it out onto Java.
Since when do they do stuff on Bedrock first? What?
Well, that's the update that's coming out, because my sister plays on Bedrock, because that's what she finds easy. She just prefers that one to Java. So
Which is weird, because Java's just better.
Well, each
in
program,
general.
Like,
Yeah.
She had
I just
Xbox
remember the
account
Bedrock is like...
Java one, so the Xbox Bedrocky version is what she's more used to, because that's what she had first, and she never really had a proper Java account.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
It was, my sister just got home from work, so I was just talking to you. It's
Alright.
my mum's away for the weekend, so I was just like, plans for dinner. So we just worked it out.
Speaking of, I'm supposed to be doing a BRB to get food. Instead, I'm just running my mouth off. I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'll probably have to leave earlier than usual to go and actually cook the dinner, because I am in charge of cooking.
Oh.
So in like an hour or so I'll have to leave.
No, that's fine. We'll just have a short stream.
Yeah, we've been going quite long recently, so...
Yeah, it's... No, you don't have to worry.
I mean, if you guys want to just like carry on and do some stuff without me, I won't mind.
Well, Devil's tired, I'm tired.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably the best week to end early then of all of them.
Exactly. Yeah, I learned the hard way. We can't do level 60s. Yeah, they just roll over you. No, to get my stuff back.
Have you taken a look much at the cosmetic system?
No.
Because I have made every single one of the cosmetic hats that I have found. And I just found a bunch more. And so I have just gone through and made them. So I have every single hat cosmetic. So if you want to come over to my base, you can equip whatever you feel like.
Alright.
Because the thing is, it doesn't even use the item. You just have to have it in an inventory in the base to be able to just equip it.
Oh. Okay. I'll go to your base once I have my stuff back.
Yep. Yeah, I think there's like a couple that I can't make because we don't have the materials for them.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also some that we don't have access to because you have to get them through playing in hard mode.
Oh. I didn't even know that was a thing. Hard mode is a thing in this game?
Apparently.
Since when?
I don't know. I'm assuming it has been for a while.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume that too. But yeah. Weird. I just don't know what hard mode would be.
I can look it up
Everything
actually.
being higher level? Is what I would guess. My stuff back. Now the worst part. How do I get out of here? Wait. I know
Okay,
how to
so
get out of
hard mode
here.
was added in the Sakurajima update. And I think it's only to do with the boss towers. You can basically challenge them a higher difficulty once you've already beat them all.
Oh, so it's not like a different. You don't have to restart to it.
Think
We don't have to make a
so.
new game. I think. I mean, if you have to beat them all to do it, then yeah. I will quickly go to the toilet. Oh, that didn't work. I thought that relogging would put me back at base. It did not. Well. I need to go to the bathroom. I think I might be safe up here. I'll be back.
Okay.
Hola.
Welcome back. Aria just disappeared, but she'll be back in a minute.
I feel like we just all took first it's you, then it was me, now it's Aria. It's like, not planned, but the timing of it just...
Mm.
Perfect timing.
Yeah,
I've
I
got
was
my-
just saying that obviously you've messed with the cosmetic thing a little bit, but I've made all of the hats that exist. So
Where
I've
is
got them
my
all in my
info?
base.
Edit
Yeah, but there's some other ones. I literally just discovered some new ones that I just went and crafted. So if you wanted to come and have a look and like try on some of the other ones, you can come over to my base and use the vanity stand here.
I'm gonna have to like wait for a bit for my noodles to be ready, and then when they are ready, it'll be waiting even more till I can take my first bite. You know, when I lost my tooth, I didn't even notice losing it. It just all of a sudden wasn't there, and then my gum just felt weird. Like, you know how your gum can feel a weird sort of numb and swollen, but it's neither, and you get that sort of sensation after going to the dentist? It was like that, except my tooth fell out. And I didn't feel anything. Just my gum eventually felt weird. And I was like, oh, my tooth ain't there. I was like, oh, where did my tooth go? And I was worried I swallowed it because I was eating food when it came out. I didn't, though. I didn't eat my tooth, thankfully. But
That's good.
yeah. But it was one of my pointy vampire teethies, and I'm really sad that it's gone now.
Mm.
Because I was proud that they were long and pointy enough to look like vampire teeth. Then it made it easy to be a vampire on Halloween. I didn't have to buy fangs because I'd had natural ones. But now, if I did have fangs, there's no tooth for me to clip it onto because there's nothing there. I'm just a one fang vamp. I've got one left. And I'm just sort of like... Although I am a little relieved that that tooth finally did come out, though. Because it was on its way out, it wasn't in good shape. And there wasn't much the dentist would have done to salvage the tooth anyway. Because the back half of it had already broken off and came out when I was just eating some toast one day, I think. That or it was a different tooth it happened with. But the back of it had already came out, so it was only the front half of the tooth clinging onto whatever was in the root and the gum and whatever. So a lot of things would keep getting stuck on the tooth and tugging and whatnot. I was like, this ain't good. This tooth is just going to go if this keeps happening. And then eventually it just went. But now I can eat food without it getting stuck, without it tugging, without it hurting. I can just eat without anything getting stuck. So it's, on one side, it's a little bit of a relief because I don't have to struggle. But, like, the whole time, it was like falling out and just, like, after it fell out, like, I had that weird sensation and it gave me a lisp. So I don't know if you heard me saying before I went off, but I was saying to Aria how when I was on my sister's world, when the Fireflies update came out, we were getting these firefly bushes. I have to put effort into saying firefly bushes. Because when I first tried saying it, when the update came out, that was when my tooth had gone. So with that weird numb throbbing sensation I had, and a strange gap in my mouth I weren't used to, it meant I spoke with a lisp. So I couldn't say firefly bushes properly. Every time I say it now, I have to put effort into saying it to make sure I say it, because what I kept saying instead was firefly blushes. I was like, hey, I found more firefly blushes. I wasn't saying it properly. I was saying it, but I was saying it with a lisp. And you could tell that was a lisp. And I think my sister was just at a point of like, didn't correct me, knew I was struggling, knew I'd lost a tooth. She knew what I was referring to because she was telling me to collect them, so she just didn't bother correcting me on my language. Which was nice because normally I get corrected on speaking proper. But considering I just lost a tooth...
As long as what you say it can be understood, it doesn't really matter whether you're saying things right.
She knew what I was on about. But like, she even when we're not... Okay, so we're not British posh. Like, no one in my family's Oxford and Buckingham, and like, no, we're not from that part of England. That's not how we are. But, you know, my mum and sister like to pretend, and my sister likes to speak proper, and when I speak chav, in comparison to her proper, and I say chav in quotation marks because it's not how I speak, it's just the closest description.
Nah, you don't speak at all anything like the chavs that I've heard speak. Nothing like them.
In comparison to the stereotypical proper, anything less is probably like common and chav. Like,
so I grew up in a very posh area, so I often get told I sound posh.
But she likes to pronounce things properly, like pronounce your keys and things like that, and the surprise that she weren't picking at me because I couldn't say firefly or bush properly. I was like, whatever small mercy this is, thank you. Whoever created the planet. Because honestly, I was glad to just not be picked on for not being able to say it. Because I was having a real hard time trying, because once I noticed it got harder to say it properly. Because once I fixated on, oh god, no, I've got a lisp, and I couldn't say things without having a lisp once I realised it was a nightmare. Because a funny story, actually, you know the movie Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
You know the funny way the actor has to talk to try and mimic the way Freddie speaks?
I've never actually watched it. I've just heard about it.
Well, it's like having a lisp, but it's not. You just have a really big overbite.
Come back.
And
Welcome back.
when I watched that, because of part of my autism just likes to mimic what I see and hear in my surrounding environment, after seeing that movie, without realizing it, the next day at college, I then just started speaking like that, and it took me a minute to notice, and I was like, oh god, now that I've noticed, it's going to be even harder to speak normal, because I have an overbite, and I sound almost exactly the same now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why does my brain have to, like, copy everything? Like, I'm not choosing to, it's just happening. Like, for some reason, I just fixated on that speech pattern, and I was like, I can't stop. I was like, help me figure out how to speak normal again. And my friend was just like, shrugged and went, sorry. Just stuck like that. And I was like, no!
Yeah.
But, it was a funny moment of just, I could not speak properly at all. It was just absolutely hilarious. But yeah. It is so funny. I need to stir my coffee just a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's just making me so hungry.
Yeah.
Like, instead of staying downstairs to cook it, like, I'm pretty sure I've probably said this before, but I eventually had this genius light bulb realization of all I have to do is just wait for a couple of timers, stir the food, and then I'll be able to eat it. I don't have to stay downstairs the entire time. So as soon as I've got the boiling water in my pot noodle and I hit start on my timer, I take everything and bugger off back upstairs.
Yeah. I mean, my electric kettle
my
is
desk
pretty
whilst
quick,
it cooks.
so I just take it to my desk as soon as I get it, pretty much.
Oh my god, these new cosmetics. Ooh, I see two that appeal to me the most, but which one do I want to wear? I do love my cute little bowler hat. Pirate
You
hat.
can always like switch back and forth. I'm currently wearing the cowboy hat.
Oh, that is so cute. It's so tiny.
I finally got
Yeah.
to go. Let's go. Let's go.
Rich hat is good. Oh, a little farmer hat.
Where? There. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear this one.
Like, also level 10 capturing power now.
Yeah, same. I think I got to level 10.
How do you give yourself?
My crown.
Gina?
You press V on the table.
Oh, I see.
I chose the crown. Golden.
Oh yeah, I was wearing the crown for a bit.
I am the king of hell. It is appropriate. That is my title role in my own Discord server. I call myself king. Or something along the lines of that, I think, anyway. I need to stop the second time before I accidentally eat my noodles when they're not ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I love my crown.
Oh.
Perfect.
Mhm.
I think the hairstyle you have too affects the position of some of the hats. Because when I change
Yeah,
hairstyle,
probably.
the crown is centered on my head rather
Is
than.
there any like body cosmetics? Like body armor cosmetics?
I think you just craft the different armors and just choose which one you want to cosmetically wear, and so it doesn't
Yeah.
look like the one you've got equipped. So if
But
there's
are
like,
there any specific cosmetic armors?
I don't think so. At least not that I've found.
This is where we just go to the wiki.
early stuff does, like, from a cosmetic standpoint, look nice, but it's not great to actually wear as armor. So I'm toying with maybe eventually putting one of those on as a cosmetic, but for the moment I just can't be bothered. I'm just having fun with the hats. Yeah, I need to. You know, I could just breed pals to put in the global box and use them in my single player world. You need to capture pals when you have the global box. Here's my timer. Somewhere amongst these tabs, I have the Pal World breeding calculator.
With the oil rig, specifically the one that's next to our base, is there anything like good on them?
No,
All you
not
have
really.
to do is go to the section where the big yellow chest is, kill the people guarding it, and then loot the chest, and that's it. You don't have to kill everyone on the rig.
Yeah, there
I mean,
is
I've kind
a
of gone around
oil
and done
rig,
that,
like,
but
to the east that will give you like good loot that you can get like cores from, I think. But it's like really far out. I do want to maybe give it a shot. I don't remember if it's like a level 60 place.
Place in a single player world. I don't think I can use them in my party.
Stab it.
Although I just have to pop you back. There you go. Okay, so
No.
it's okay. What did you two? You both thieves. Oh. Aha. You're not a dude. I can put you. And you.
But to bring a mount, I can mount. Uh-oh. I
Yeah.
think I'm fine.
That's another thing I'm trying to do in my single player, is just level up and gather the materials to make a bounce, because I can't mount any of them.
Yeah.
So I didn't think of no. What you the only thing you can swap between worlds and servers is just pals. If you copy their genetics
I
into the
see.
global box, and then you go into your single player world, build a global box, you can copy them from the box into your pal box, and then use them from your pal box and put them in your party.
Yeah.
And they'll have a little genetic symbol on them to show that you've just copied the genetics from the original pal and transferred them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
so
about getting like
how the
ideal
genetics
stats and things like that.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with that.
Yeah, neither have I. I only play on the server, so there's no point transferring things. And
I made the single player one just to, like, pass my time and just have fun and just like give it a go because I was obsessively playing this so much. I thought, let me just start from scratch and just do stuff to pass the time.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Right. Just go back.
Hopefully my food shall be ready. I can literally feel my stomach rumble and tighten with hunger. Like, I think that's starvation more than hunger.
Yeah, baby.
Feeling correctly, when your stomach tightens and it hurts, I think that's because I'm starving. But I've got
Oh,
food in
well.
front of me, so I'm doing a good thing. So I'm not starving myself technically. I'm just feeling that level of hunger, and the food in front of me shall fix it. Hot. Ow. Good though. Hot. Yeah,
Careful, devil.
that's fine. It's just, you know, when you cook food in scalding boiling water, it tends to be hot.
Yeah. I think it's from there, maybe.
I want to like do productive things, but I'm just itching to play other games, and I feel bad.
Oh, don't worry, don't feel bad.
I've just got so many different games on my mind of like, oh, I want to play
Take your
this,
time.
I want to play that.
Yeah.
I got Contractville recently, that's fun. I want to play that with people.
oh, I
What
kind
did
of
you
want to
say?
get that. It is on my wish list. I've been watching a little bit of Sips and Ravs and stuff play it.
Which game?
Contractville.
I
Should
got
link it to the
same with
Discord, I guess.
and Rabs. But it is fun. I'm enjoying it. Like, thing is, my driving skills in any driving game is terrible, and the starter vehicle they give you is a freewheeler. That thing swerves like mental. How do they expect me to drive anywhere with a car that, if you go more than 10 miles an hour, is going to swerve on its edges and almost collapse?
Hold on, what was it called?
It's a little freewheeler thing where it only has one front wheel.
No, the game.
Oh, the game
Contractville.
I'm pretty sure it was on sale when I got it. I don't know if it's still on sale or if it's left sale.
It's
But,
no longer on sale.
Oh, well, I must have nabbed it whilst it was still on sale.
What
Because
is...
I didn't pay full price for it.
I see like a whole planner. What do I call it?
But it is,
Ah.
like, I
Well,
love
for-
it. I will play with
if-
people.
It just looked like something completely different. We should play one of those games. We've just been playing like survival games mostly, right?
Yeah, I mean, there was like other kinds of games that I did put on the list, but we all decided on this.
Asker is
Yeah,
good.
but that does look really fun.
Raft is
Yeah.
good. There is a bunch of good ones. It's just we need to do them.
A lot of them are pretty much just the same though. Like Raft is just, well, just like this pretty much. Like survival.
Yeah, we've been playing
Yeah,
like a lot
you
of small
collect stuff,
survivally
you
based
build stuff.
games.
Yeah.
Although
like
to be fair, we are probably
base
not going to be
survival.
playing Power World for a huge amount of time. We're getting through it very quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like my brain is drifted from this to I want to play this and this and this and this, and I'm struggling to stay
Mhm.
focused on this now.
Yeah.
It's just my
Yeah.
attention span. My attention span is just, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's got.
I mean, I
nothing
don't
to do
mind
with
getting
what I'm
that
doing.
game. If it goes on sale again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it as an option. We can add it to the list of
Mhm.
options.
Let me add it to my wish list.
Yeah, I've had it
There
on
you
mine
go.
for like ages, like since I first heard about it, I think. But I think it's
Did
had a
you
lot of
also
updates
buy it?
since. No, I haven't bought it yet. Just on my wish list.
Yeah, it's no longer on sale, sadly. Because there's like something like completely different for us. That
Yeah.
would be fun as a little mix up, little change up.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah, there are
no,
also
that's
like
the one.
all of the like restaurant based ones that I put on the list as well. They all look pretty good.
Mhm. Yeah, are they those like played up, or is it like running a restaurant?
More like running a restaurant
Okay.
sort of ones, I think some of them were. And there's been more that have come out since, I think. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh.
Because if it's played up like, I'm probably not too down for it. If it's like, what's the word? Like a roguelike? Roguelike-ish?
Look at the
Let me see what the
You
ones
know?
are. Oh, okay, yeah. So Kebab Chefs is one of the ones I put down. And I watched, I think Duncan and Ozzy play this one at one point. And it's basically
Mhm.
you run a restaurant and you like as you level up and stuff and unlock new recipes and you have to like cook the
Mhm.
food and
But
like
it's
put it out, but you can
continuously,
pick your things. And yeah, it's like you run a restaurant, decide your layout and everything.
right? I see. Yeah, I like that
It's
a
literally
lot
like a
more
restaurant
than...
simulator kind of thing. And then same with
Yeah.
a couple of the other
Like,
ones were like
I
similar
don't dislike
vibes.
played up, of course, right?
Yeah,
It's
played
just
up's
that
fun, but
as like a ongoing game
yeah.
for like to play for multiple weeks, I just don't think played up is a good option.
Yeah, it's like
good
it's a one-off
filler.
kind of game. It's like a one-off,
Yeah, you wanna
maybe
play it
maybe two
once.
if you want to keep going with the run or whatever.
Yeah, but that's about it.
To be fair, we could make a list of some of these games as just backups for some of us to play if one of us can't make it to play
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
primary one and just like have a secondary one like just agreed
Mhm.
upon. This is what we'll do if we're not available to do the main one, so that way we can save.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a
progress on
bunch
the
of
main
like backup ones, the usual kind of ones that we suggest as
Yeah.
backups, like
Mhm.
Plate Up, and I think we've done Barony a
Yeah,
few times.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, something like For the King 2 would be fun to do a like playthrough, a longer playthrough of, because it is a bit longer.
I do have that. I just haven't played it. I never even played.
Yeah,
first
it's pretty
one, so
fun.
Every time there was lobbies
Mhm.
going on and stuff, whenever people would get a group together to collab and stuff, there was no space for me to join in. So it was like, oh, I got no one to play it with because everyone's groups are all
Yeah.
full, and it's like,
I just
sad.
feel that For the King 2 and like For the King are like these weird like, do you play it in one session? Do you do it over multiple? What happens if you die? You know, like,
Yeah, it would be more of like a okay, well we finished this game, we can't decide what game to play next. Let's start some For the King and we'll like basically go as long as it takes us to finish the run kind of thing. And then we play something
Yeah.
different.
We could come up
It'd
with
be a
list
shorter
of, like,
one.
We could come up with like 3 lists, things we want to play as our primary main thing, something to like as a filler whilst we're debating what to do, and then just back up stuff if one of us can't make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just have like 3
Yeah.
categories of things and just like decide preemptively ahead of time. Okay, these are the things we're gonna do, and then after a couple of weeks, these are the next things we're gonna pick when we run out of after this stuff,
Yeah.
and then we just keep it rolling and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at these
Yeah.
the list of future game options, and it's like I've got Asker, and that's fun. I should have
Yeah,
Raft, and that's pretty fun too. I don't have.
yeah. There's
I
even
don't
more
have
that
Minecraft,
since then.
and I don't have Old Market Simulator, Kebab Chefs, Bronzebeard's Tavern. I've
Bronzebeard's
got
Tavern is
Yeah.
Magellan
free.
Tale and Tale, but I don't have it. Yeah, I can see it. I just don't have it. Is what I was saying. Like I
Yeah.
know it's free. It's just I don't have it currently. But
I mean, there's also
but
like
when I look at Minecraft mod
tons
pack,
of
it's
other
like I'm
games I could
constantly
suggest.
getting mod packs on Curse
Yeah.
Forge, so I could very easily just put up a server.
Well,
Um,
I can host from my
like,
PC as well. I've done it before.
because just G portal it. It's
Yeah.
easy to do. Because I'm always messing about with mod packs and like putting mod packs together. Like I can't code them to be like awesome quest packs, but I can just sort of like, here's a bunch of mods, they work together ish. We can play Minecraft, it doesn't crash. I can make that
Mm-hmm.
just about barely happen. That's as far as I get with putting a pack together. I don't know how to do any actual modding, but I can just go, I like this pack, I like this pack, I want to play with these, and then I just figure out the combination till they work.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh. I can tell I'm tired. I'm so tired. Yep.
I just dropped a pea on my hand and it hurt.
Yeah.
That sounded better in my head. It did sound better in my head when I said that.
I think I already forgot what you said, so it's probably good.
It's just, I realised for myself that after I said it out loud, it didn't sound right. And I was like, nope, that sounded better in my head.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
The vegetable pea sounds similar to another word.
Mm-hmm.
Or the letter P.
Yeah.
And I said I
Don't
dropped it
worry.
on my hand and it really hurt.
Well, I
And
don't think you drop P,
I know, but like
so
my brain
you're
was just like, that
fine.
didn't sound right. My brain was like, that doesn't sound right. Like I know what it was
Mm-hmm.
like, but like that
Mm-hmm.
didn't sound right. My brain was like, no. My brain
Yeah.
was just like, I reject the way this sounded.
Hold on. 1 second.
But I'm looking at a bunch of stuff I have. I don't know if anyone has ever had the Isle or tried to play it or whatever, but I got it ages ago. I've still yet to figure out how to play it. I haven't actually played it. It says I've got 33 minutes playtime, but whenever I try and boot it up, it's either join a server and then I don't live very long, or try to make my own and then the game decides to not work. So I can't actually play it and figure it out. And I always thought it'd be fun is if I could find a way to like host a server and then get a few friends together, it would be fun to like play the game. Because you could be a dinosaur or a person and just sort of like coexist as either one. But you start off as a baby dino and you've got to grow into a big dino.
Oh, that game.
Yeah, I just haven't actually been able to play it properly because every time I would join the server, it's like obviously I've got trust issues and I don't know if the people I'm coming across are nice, and I'm just like an itty bitty baby, and I just end up getting killed a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, this ain't fun. I'm not really learning how to play it. And I was like, I'd be better off with like a private server with Downs. But then it's like, I don't know anyone who actually has this or wants to play it. So
Yeah.
I'm just sort of like stuck by myself with the game that I would like to play because the concept of it sounds cool. Being able to be either a person or a dinosaur and just coexist. You just live. That's all you got to do is just survive, and you know, come across each other. And I just think it'd be really, really fun because I want to like, I'd love to play it and just like take turns being a different dinosaur and just growing up from a baby dino and like be a velociraptor, or next time I have to start a new life, I be a different dinosaur and I start from babby mode until I'm big mode. And I just think it'd be fun to like try and go from babby dino to big dino. Because I like dinosaurs. If that wasn't obvious already by my continuous talk from start to finish of, oh, I like this dinosaur game, oh, I like this dinosaur game. I think I've made it obvious I like dinosaurs. But yeah, I just... One day it would be nice to try and get something together with that. But then
Yeah.
there's so many like games I've got recently, like some new, some weren't. And there's this one game called Farmer's Life,
Bareback.
and the weird thing about this game is the music when you load it up. It's nice music. It's just my mind wouldn't pair that music with a farming game, so I find it just a little bit disturbing. Because it just doesn't fit. Like, my brain is like, this doesn't... It's not farming music, but for some reason it is, because now it's in a farming game, it has to count as farming music. And it just... My brain doesn't agree with the two meshing together. And it's just funny that whenever I play it, there's just this weird sort of kind of orchestral, but not orchestral. Slightly Russian-ish, but not Russian. Just sort of like strange music. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it is just not what I expect for a farming game. It's weird. I like the game, but the music is just, I get uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable playing it. But it's really good music. Really good. And then there's a bunch of other games I got, like Heart of the Machine is really good. Where you're... Let me go on the store page. It's where you are the first sentient AI born into a city of opportunity. Transcend time and space in this strategy RPG to raise machine armies and defeat your foes, influence the world from the shadows, or pursue countless other goals. Your awakening is inevitable, the consequences uncertain. And it's a really interesting, cool game. I actually like it. And then I got Republic of Pirates is a fun one. Myth of Legends is fun. I leveled up insanely fast in that. And I haven't even built a house yet. I just gathered a few materials and I was just like instantly, oh, I'm leveled up in this skill and I'm leveled up in that skill. I was like, oh, this is an interesting game. I did die to a bunch of foxes, so I didn't even bother saving. I just thought, like, I'll just wait. I don't care for all these stuff. I'll just start again another time when I'm more awake. But it was really fun. I did like it. I got Sengoku Dynasty as well. That's fun. I've enjoyed playing that one. 'Cause it's half survival, half like village management, because you've got to like create a village and give people jobs and make sure they have a home and get them food. But at the same time, you've got to like gather your own resources and do like that sort of type of survival. You've got to craft and build things, but then you do the village management, and it's all first person. So it's a strange mesh between two different like game styles, but merged into one, and you do it all first person.
Mm.
And it's quite cool. I like it. It's very fun. I can't remember what else have I got. I don't know. I can't remember what else I grabbed. That might have been new. There was Bloodbath, but I already spoke about Bloodbath. It's really fun, Bloodbath. I can. But yeah, like my main obsession right now, whenever I'm not on Palworld, I'm just playing Jurassic World and building a dino park.
Mhm.
Like I'm probably just gonna go back to doing exactly that when we finish.
I mean, fair.
I just really want to build a dinosaur park. Like I'm happy playing this, but I just really want to build a dinosaur park. But that's just where my brain is. Like, oh, I've left these guys breeding, and I've got too many eggs. Whoops. I'm gonna make them stop breeding now. I completely forgot about that. I absolutely forgot I had them breeding. Oopsie. I think these eggs require heat, so I'm gonna shove them all in my incubator and just get them going now. And in that way, it gives me a reason to come on offline and actually do stuff. Whack 'em all in here and I'll put the campfire down. Perfect. They're all happy, and in 15 hours I should have 3 of the exact same power. Sure. I need to pay attention. I have the worst attention span today. It's just one of those things where my brain is hyper fixated on something, and it's hard to focus on everything else I do. Because I'm just like hyper fixated on that one thing.
Mm.
So I mean, there is a bunch of bosses that I think, yeah, I could attempt them, but I haven't attempted them on my own because they're the ones that, you know, when you find that big ring circular bit in the ground,
Mm.
those ones, I haven't done those by myself because
I mean, as long as they're low enough level, like, you should be able to manage them just fine. I've done a bunch on my own. Half the time I don't even get one of the pals to help because they're such low level compared to me. I'm just like killing them with no issue and then catching them.
I've just mostly done my best to stick to the ones that are a bit easy for me to manage, and then wait until I rediscover which one of those is the lowest level before I attempt it, because my map is so undiscovered that I'm not even going to attempt to do bosses or a lot of things, really, because I just can't see my map. And I literally...
You should go around like re-exploring everywhere and uncovering the map again.
Do not have it in me to redo all that exploration. Like, it's just one of those things where I just don't have it in me. it just doesn't feel interesting to explore something I've already explored just so I can fast travel again. Like, it just feels like the most
Yeah,
boring
fair.
thing for me to do, is just re-explore what I've already been to. Or just because it bugged out, like... If it didn't bug out, it'd be fine, but... Unfortunately. I am gonna get this meteorite just to give me something to do. And shoot these bugs.
Yeah, I'm like
And
currently
then
exploring the
my kid-
Sakurajima area, but it's like all pretty much level 50, so I'm like trying not to fight anything and just staying out of its way mostly. But like the odd thing I'm actually wanting to capture that I know is low enough level that I can handle it.
It makes it so much easier for me to aim using this spear gun. I'm so glad I got it. It's easier
back.
for me to aim.
Welcome back.
Oh man. Okay, where's the other Xeno dude? Where did you go?
Where did you say you were, Gina?
Sakurajima area.
Is that the... Wait, where is that? Oh, up there. I see.
Yeah.
I thought that was the south west one.
No, that's the Fate Break area.
I see.
Oh yeah. My new pickaxe.
Yeah, there's
Wait,
a
Tony
pal
is
from
a
this
little
area that I
upset.
really want, but
Which one?
Celine or something like that. Hang on, let me double check what the name is. Yeah, Celine. But it can only be
Celine.
found by meteors in the Sakurajima area. So I've been like flying around exploring the area, but none have appeared. I mean, I'm gonna have trouble catching it because it will be level 50. But
I don't think I've seen it either.
yeah,
No.
but it's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dark
believe
type
you.
that has like good handiwork skill and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping to get it. No, actually, it's dark neutral. One of the tower bosses is actually that one.
Alright.
My noodles.
But I have a feeling I'm not going to manage to get one anytime soon.
Oh, is there a meteor somewhere on the map already?
Probably.
I just grabbed one.
But they
Scout
should
the
be
map.
able to have multiple.
You can get
Yeah.
multiple. Have to wait for another one to appear.
It just might be like less likely to happen.
Don't see any anywhere. And they only appear if we're nearby.
Yeah.
There was one, it was just right next to my base and I took it.
Mm-hmm. When did it arrive?
Just now.
Oh.
And I probably won't
Because
manage
I
to get
don't
one.
think-
But I've still
Yeah.
explored the whole island pretty much and gotten all the fast travels, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did it already.
Yeah.
What I
I'd like
can
gotten
do
some
is
of
when
them, but...
when I log off, I'll just like log off here because there's a high like once you load in, there's a high chance that something will happen, a world event.
Yeah. It's also there, like, on a
So-
timer kind of thing, so... Like, when I often, like, visit the mining base, is there'll be, like, a supply drop or a meteor, because it
Yeah,
has a spot that
exactly.
can spawn them.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. Like, as soon as you spawn it or go there, sometimes it will just happen. Yeah.
Wait, stay away.
I'm finding tons of the like elemental locked chests. Like every single one so far has been electric. Which is very handy
Yeah.
because my bird is electric.
Nice. Oh, you're traveling by bird?
Yeah. Because a lot of the things are dangerous,
See.
I'm just flying up in the air away from them.
Oh. Yeah, that makes
Like,
sense.
I don't want to fight anything right now because it's a high level area, so just up above them, occasionally coming down when there's something I want to
Yeah.
grab. Or when I start
That's
running out
fair.
of stamina.
Yeah. I mean, if you just hit them where it hurts, you'll be fine.
And yeah, I could probably handle most of them, but
Mm-hmm.
why bother when I can just fly past them and not deal with the fight?
Then again, don't you want pink turrets?
Already got some.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't say I was ignoring everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just most of it.
Yeah.
Pretty much any of the ones that like had like lower level 40s, I picked up. I'm just ignoring everything that's near level 50.
Yeah, I say is I'm hitting something that's level 53. Yeah. Nothing a few arrows won't solve. And then sphere to the face. And then hope that my 19% catch rate will do the job. Come on.
Oh, I've got a boss chasing
No,
after me,
stop
of course.
escaping.
This is all the wrong buttons, I swear. I was playing Minecraft with my sister and I kept pressing tab to go in my inventory and I was like, that's what I press for Palworld. And now that I'm playing Palworld, every time I go in my inventory, I keep pressing the inventory button for Minecraft. I'm getting a
You
mix
keep pressing
up.
E.
Yeah, I keep pressing E and I'm
Yeah.
like, no! And I load up Minecraft and I'm pressing tab and I'm like, no!
Mm-hmm.
Like, which button is it? I'm pressing all the wrong ones. It doesn't
Well,
matter
it can
what
always
game
be
I'm playing, I'm
worse.
pressing all the wrong buttons.
You can always be playing Terraria where the inventories escape.
I just changed that.
Yeah, I often like rebind a lot of keys. Like, to be fair, in Powered, I haven't actually rebound anything purely because the things I would rebind stuff to are already taken by other things, so I figured I'd just get used to using the controls.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird how... yeah, like, when you look at it, yeah, you're right, like, the controls are so weird. But, like, trying to solve the controls is probably, like, way more effort than it's worth.
Yeah.
Because one is PAL to the left, 2 is select the sphere, 3 is PAL to the right, and 4 is to command the PAL you have out. So it's like, yeah, it's a giant mess. Did you want to end by now, Gina?
Yeah, let me just head back to base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same.
I'm just trying to grab an egg, but my inventory was full.
I'm probably
Oh,
gonna
no.
keep going, but switch game.
Oh.
If I'm gonna play a different game, I might as well just stream it whilst I have the energy until I don't have the energy to stream.
Well, I think you should go to bed, but it's up to you,
Well,
of course.
what noodle? I can't go to sleep if I'm eating food. It's a waste of food.
You
I
can
my
eat the food and then sleep.
and wash it down with a very fizzy drink that the fizziness will keep me awake some more.
Oh, God. Don't stay up all night, okay?
I mean, technically, I'm just staying up for the evening and then going to bed at night. That's the correct time zone terminology, but I'm already way past my bedtime.
Bless you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Technically, I'm not actually doing anything bad because it's only, what, 7 o'clock? I can't go to bed before 8 p.m. It doesn't set a good example if I want to be awake for D&D tomorrow.
That is
I
true.
want to be awake by this time tomorrow, not going to bed this time tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And to go to sleep properly
Fine.
to do D&D.
Make sure you sleep enough.
We want my naive noob shenanigans of just making things more chaotic so I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Right, let me see. Okay, there's one nearby. Let me warp to the base so that I can end to...
Put myself on the tracking
Yeah.
screen for a moment. My
Go
kernel
figure
is-
out how to cook the dinner that I'm cooking because I don't actually entirely know how to cook it.
What are you cooking?
I'm just doing meatballs, peas, and baking some gnocchi, but I don't know the best way to bake gnocchi, and neither does my sister. So we're gonna have to figure that out. The rest is just simple.
There's this thing called Google
That's very
and YouTube.
cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably just gonna chuck it in the air fryer along with everything else and see how that goes.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm.
You just, that's how I cook as well. Just put
I
it in
mean,
the
it's
air
not that
fryer, like,
complicated.
yeah.
I figure you just have to bake it,
Mhm.
but I may have to look up whether I should be boiling it first or not. I don't think I have to. I think I can just throw it in the air fryer.
I don't remember, honestly, so
Yeah.
I
I
should
don't know.
get
I don't
some.
cook very often, and I'm in charge of cooking all weekend.
Aw. I believe in you, Gina.
Yeah.
You could do it.
And from my sister used to refuse to eat anything that I cooked, and now she was just like, "You figure it out." Didn't even give me any suggestions of what she wanted or anything like that. She was just like, "Figure out meals," and I'm like, "Okay." We're having pizza
Order
tomorrow.
pizza. Are you making
We've literally
a pizza
got
yourself?
we've got frozen pizzas
Nice.
that I'm gonna grab out, and that's
I
pretty
knew
much
it.
it. Well, it is purely because we found
mean-
them like reduced and stuff, so we just got them and we're like, you know what, that's a good option. We'll have some pizza.
Are
But
you
she doesn't like
gonna
pizza very
add
much.
Are you gonna add any toppings on it?
We'll probably add some tuna on top because we both quite like tuna pizza.
Oh,
Can't add any meat to it or anything,
mm-hmm.
so tuna is the best option.
Some cheese is also always a
It's
good one.
I mean, it's already got like it is like a 4-cheese pizza or something like that, so
Mm-hmm.
it was like a cheesy one.
Yeah, but more
So-
cheese. Mm.
No, the answer is
That's what I do,
no,
at
because my
least.
sister also doesn't like when it's too cheesy. She's very difficult to
Well,
cook for because she's vegetarian, but
I
also
can
very
tell.
picky. And I hope she
The
can't hear
worst
me.
combo. I hope she did.
To be fair, she knows this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like,
I mean,
yeah, just give her a bowl of salad and say, if you don't pick, then this is what you're gonna get.
yeah. I mean,
Just like,
I worked out like food that is all right for her.
I mean, make her a nice, what's it called? Like a salad meal. Hold on. What's the word? um, uh, like a meal salad.
A salad.
Yeah, well, but then like meant to like eat as a meal,
A salad.
and not as a side, and not as a side.
Salad can either be as a side or as just a meal. I've had it as
Oh, yeah, I
both.
forgot that.
It's all the same
English words
thing.
don't make sense.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
See, if you have it on the side, it's actually called a side salad quite often.
Yeah. I hate it here.
Just to make it more confusing. But also, salad
Well-
can mean anything. It can literally pasta. You can have as called as salad because it's a pasta salad.
Yeah, I mean, pasta salad is kind of tasty, but
I do love a pasta salad. I
Carbs.
make it quite frequently.
I should make those maybe. I have a lot of pasta,
Yeah.
but yeah, I need to make like a nice.
I'm
dish.
literally making a chicken pasta salad this week.
Ooh,
It's one of my lunches. It's literally just
You better share
pasta,
it with me.
green beans, tomatoes, and cooked chicken, and then garlic sauce.
You better share it with me.
I mean, I can post a picture of it in the food channel if you want.
Yeah,
not making that till later in the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I like the bare minimum of my cooking, of like just throw a bunch of ingredients together.
I do that all the time, so do not feel ashamed.
Especially as I'm usually cooking just like
is-
lunches for myself, and my mum is responsible for dinner most of the time.
Yeah.
Although I am going to be
you don't have to
making
worry.
a prawn saganaki on Sunday, which my mum makes quite often, but it's like a super easy thing as well. It's literally just like prawns, feta, various tomatoey things, all just kind of like cooked together in a pan. And it's quite nice, and we
Yeah.
have it with some nice like crusty sourdough bread to mop up all of the sauces and
Ooh.
everything. It's a good one that
Yum,
shouldn't take
that
too
sounds
long.
pretty good. That does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
But anyway, you have to go cook now.
Yeah.
And
Better
I
go
have
get started on it because I'm sure she's hungry.
Yeah, she's dead already. Yeah. You're 6 minutes late.
I mean, I said I'd go down at some point after 7, before 7:30.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I tried to say 8 o'clock, and
Alright.
she was looked very annoyed at me.
Oh,
And I was like, fine, we'll finish sooner.
okay. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. No worries.
But yeah, it's always fun playing with you guys.
Same. It was fun today. Very low
Yeah.
profile, but still fun.
Yeah.
I'll just have to continue next week.
Yeah.
Chat about food some more, obviously.
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe next time, if everyone like spends a bit of time leveling up off stream, if we all try and get to like, well,
Yeah.
not you, Arya, but we try and get to like level 50, maybe we can do the
Help
next.
me. I get to take a week off. Let's go.
I mean, you want to
Just
make
gotta-
sure you have some pals that are high enough
Yeah.
level. It's
Yeah,
a
don't
dark
worry.
type one, so dragon pals is the best.
Yeah. Alright.
Mm.
Time for us to head off. I'll talk to you
Yeah.
both later.
Yep.
Bye, Devil. Bye, Gina.
But we ought to do
Bye-bye.
more stuff together off stream, so we play games together more. Play with it.
True. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, that was fun. A bit shorter than we've been going recently. Obviously, we've been going like 6-7 hours recently, so probably a nice shorter stream. I think I will just end there rather than bothering to send a raid anywhere. Just quickly end that stream together. There we go. And yeah, I might be back with something else some point in the week. Yeah, we'll see. I know I haven't really been feeling it recently, so we will see. I do really want to play Atomfall. It literally came out yesterday. I've got it installed. There's actually also an update today as well. So maybe we play that. That might be a fun idea. But yeah, next month is also my affiliate anniversary and my streaming anniversary. So I'm planning on doing something for that. I mean, I was thinking about doing a subathon, but I'm also like, I can't really think of exactly what to do in terms of a subathon, and I wouldn't be able to do any extra stream days or anything because I don't have any time I can take off from work. So we might just do like a little party thing. We might just do like a low-key subathon of have like a few goals here and there, just like try and unlock emote slots and do some fun extra like streams at goals or things like that, maybe. But I need to plan that, so I will try and announce something next week if we do that. But yeah, until next time, yeah, I will head off and go cook some dinner. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you all had a nice time here today, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.